All right.
Hello, our D&D party.
Oh,
Shar,
boy,
Kimba
sounds.
Tulnala, Kieran Darudid, Win, and Queen Elsa.
Queen Elsa.
That's really
Hold
how
on,
it
wait.
is.
Perfect.
I found out how to rename myself on here. Let me
Keep it.
No, leave it.
Queen Elsa.
I mean, quite honestly,
change
Julia
it to
is
Goth
Goth Elsa anyway,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like...
Yeah,
Yeah, perfectly fine.
it's amazing. All right.
That's the
So
idea.
we're all back. We're all ready.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone, to the Bone Era. All right, we're back. Sweet.
Whew.
So last time on Welcome to the Bone Era, you were continuing through the Straka Vault on your way to collect a bunch of ancient magical items while being sort of warned constantly by this ancient woman named Zima. You did the second room. The second room was a moving platforms sort of room, but you mostly ignored all the platforms.
Yeah.
Didn't really need them.
And well, I mean, it was a perfectly valid way of doing it in D&D. So, but you ignored all the platforms. Johanna got screamed at by a ghost and made old. Wynn got possessed and walked off a ledge. You got a flying carpet because Sarah knows how to solve the cryptic crosswords. And you managed to successfully get through that room. You had to use the flying carpet to fly up to the top of it and get out. You went on to the next room, which was super fucking dark. You couldn't, like, magically dark. You couldn't see further than 10 feet around you. Mm-hmm. And you were beset upon by a bunch of shadow mastiffs.
Yes.
Scary dog.
And a shadow demon. You dispatched them pretty handily, to be quite honest. And then you had to solve a puzzle, which became increasingly frustrating because it was just, you had to choose the right order, but there were no hints, and I apologize for that. But,
We got it eventually.
but you got it eventually, and stopped getting shocked or gassed by these buttons on the ground. And you went through. Also, not Max, Wynn summoned that owl for the first time, this big fuck-off owl.
Who still doesn't have a name.
Nope.
I did decide on a name. It's Cree.
Is it Blathers?
Cree?
No, it's not. It's not Blathers. It's Cree.
It's Cree.
Yes.
Cool.
Cree, like Kree.
Cree.
Nice.
CRE.
I like
Sweet.
it.
In that room, you got a very magnificently gorgeous black cloak that you don't know what it does yet. You then moved on
It's
to the
our
next
color,
room. Yes, it is.
It's our color.
You moved on to the next room. I may actually have these out of order. I think the previous room, whatever. One of the next rooms was a riddle room.
Oh, yeah.
Where as soon as you read all the riddles, the room started filling up with water. But you had to answer these riddles, which were quatrain poems, and you immediately got it. Good job, guys, as far as figuring out that they were talking about gods, the gods of Venevra, including Morlos, Feleni, Yaren, and Morlos. Or Uas.
Uas.
Where is
and-
Ouija's the god from then? Is she just like
Is a mainland god.
Okay.
But also just the main death god of the world, so.
Okay. So, like, everywhere.
Yeah. But the worship of Ouijas came from the mainland, which is one of the reasons why Morlas got pissed 10,000 years ago. So, you then moved on to another room.
Wait, what prize did we get in that one again?
Oh, in that one you got an amulet on a necklace.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The next room, you went to basically Sabrina's gym from Pokemon, with teleportation pads, but also these mini beholder things, which are called Gouths, who seem to have this weird masochistic thing about wanting to have friends and be hurt, so you dispatched them and had to figure out the teleportation pads. But that was pretty fun battle, and sort of riddle or a puzzle, and you eventually dispatched them and got to the end. And in that room, you got another amulet. This one was a circle with like a black ring, basically, on a necklace. And then you decided not to take another rest because you're all pretty good, actually. And move on to the final room of the Straka Vault. Does everybody have Roll20 open?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, no.
It's a foot.
It's a chicken's foot.
All right, so yeah, basically what you walk into, you all 6 of you walk into this next room, and it's a large room, this massive cavern with just like massively high ceilings that you can barely see the top of, and you are standing on sort of a relatively thin 5, 10, 15, 20 to 30, 30. Well, a 40-foot wide platform, and it seems you look over the edge, and it's about 30 feet up from what looks like really shallow water down at the bottom. Unfortunately, Roll20 doesn't allow me to use a fill bucket. Otherwise, that would all be blue, but use your imaginations. Cool. So, you're looking at that, and in front of you, you see in the relatively well-lit, it's dim in here, but there seems to be some mystical light sort of floating around everywhere. But you see in front of you these 3 pathways that go up and then end in sort of pedestals, semi-like Pride Rock type pedestals, so like they, or not pedestals, but the like outjutting stones that go up. You'll notice on the map I've written like numbers. You are currently 30, and it goes up to 60 feet at the top of each of these pathways, these Pride Rock type stones. Cool. And down at the bottom is 0 feet. So that's the base of this room. One other thing, you look forward, and at the end of each of these Pride Rock-ish stone things is 3 of these pedestals that you've been seeing in each of the rooms that seem to contain the items. Also, I'm just going to reveal this. There are 2 seemingly slouched over sort of skeletal beasts with these long arms and extremely lengthy claws, just sort of sitting on top of 2 of the pedestals, the one on the right and the left. They look to be unmoving at the moment.
For now.
What would you like to do? The floor look like? Is this still the same cobblestone, or is it different?
It's just stone. It's a stone sort of platform that you're on, and the ground 30 feet below you is covered in water, but like an inch of it so far.
Okay.
You can see it glistening a bit as you send some globules around.
So it's descending as we go forward.
No, it's ascending.
Ascending. Sorry. Yes. Would it require an athletics check in order to ascend?
Just a ramp.
Just 30
like
feet to 60. It's a ramp. It's a ramp.
Yeah.
But it's just a relatively steep ramp.
Okay. Cool.
The fact that the middle pedestal isn't guarded makes me ultimately more mistrustful of it.
Yeah, that skeletal thing's just invisible.
Oh, it's invisible?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Speculation. How high are the ceilings if I sent the The lights.
Very.
We can't see the ceilings. They
You
said
can
already.
barely see. You can see them, but just barely. Like once you can send the globules to like their maximum length,
120,
which is pretty far for you. And you can start to see stalactites coming from the ceiling.
Okay.
I have to remember stalactites has C, so it's
Tights,
ceiling.
mites.
And stalagmites has G, so it's ground. Well, so stalactites coming from the ceiling.
Cool.
All right.
Well, do we want to maybe, I don't know, guys, do we want to go for the skeletons first or the main one?
The sides of the wall
okay, so
weird.
here's the pathways to get to the pedestals aren't very wide, correct?
I mean, they're as wide as they are
Yeah.
drawn.
Yeah,
So, you know, 5, 10, 15 to 20 feet.
I would be hesitant for like all of us going up to take to address one of the skeleton things at a time.
Yeah.
Do we maybe want to split up for this one? I mean, we're going to be in the same room, but it's just
Might as well.
Like I peer over the edge. And I'm like, I don't want to fall into that.
No.
So do we want to go 3 and 3 or 2, 2, 2?
I mean,
I think we should
Let's
three
do 3
and then
yeah.
tackle the middle.
Okay.
Depending,
I'll just
maybe.
walk. I would
Maybe-
imagine we're already in a straight line. Why not first just walk forward?
I mean, okay, sure.
Yeah, to like here.
Our 30 feet.
We're visiting the wizard.
Yeah.
So we all link arms.
I can get to there.
Okay.
Well,
it's
it's-
not in round order right now,
Yeah,
so
let's just
you
walk
can walk
forward.
wherever you want. Okay, who's going where?
I don't know. I don't
We're
understand.
walking
I-
All
hold
we
on, let's
walk
just
for
all
30
move
feet forward.
and then
Okay,
we'll
so
decide.
all of you walk forward.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, and as always, I have a firebolt in my hand as this is going
Okay.
on. I'm having issues moving my avatar.
Oh, right,
Make
I
sure
forgot.
you're using
It's
the right
because
tool.
it's not set up for you right now. There you go. Go ahead.
Ah, there we go.
I'm coming.
Oh, I got
All
you.
right, old man.
All right, so you walk forward, and now you can see these things in their full sort of glory. I mean, they're still at a distance, but they seem to be slouched over. You know how all the Draugr in Skyrim are sitting in chairs and shit?
Yeah,
That's what you're seeing.
that's creepy.
Great.
But these things have like these massive claws, like these hands that are like the size of someone's chest is how long these fingers are, with these massive like sword-like claws.
And
So
remember- okay, so they're draped over the pedestals, or they're just like by.
They're sort of sitting on it,
Yeah.
sort of slouched down.
If we all move to about here, then we're within like 60 feet of them, and so we can see if that is close enough to wake them up, or if we are if we should just each
Or if
go.
they're going to attack us, or if we're talking to them, or whatever.
Yeah. So if we just move up a little more, maybe.
A little more.
As we're moving up, I would like to like have Cloud of Daggers on hold.
Okay. So as you move forward,
I'll be 5
right.
behind.
right here, right in front of in the middle pedestal, a sort of thing opens up a bit, and another hologram of Zima appears, and says, "Well, final challenge. Good luck, I suppose."
I hear that. I'm gonna move 5 out
And then
from
disappears.
Lilia. I'm expecting some thunder waving.
You're gonna have to be 15 out for that,
Currently,
darling.
it'd still be good. Yeah.
a little bit further. But
No,
I'm
that's
out of
fine. That's
movement.
fine. Why do you think I have Cloud of Daggers on hold?
Who knows?
Can't do both. Kidding me?
All right.
All right.
We
But
splitting?
that's all that happens when you get there.
Oh fuck. All right.
Should we just go me, Win, and Kieran to this side, and you three to the other?
Okay.
Sounds about as good as anything.
Okay. Win, you go
yeah.
first.
I am.
Johanna's like,
When you
"All
go
right."
first.
I am thrilled to go on Wynn's side.
Johanna's noticeably a wee bit nervous, but is like, "Yeah, all right, let's go."
Wait, move you.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Yeah.
50. Okay.
You're really good
I'm
at pinging.
60 away, and I'm going
Nala.
to stay there.
Okay. So Kieran is a little bit behind, as is Nala, it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm actually
The
gonna go
two
right there.
squishy bards are in front,
Yeah,
moving
come on,
sort of
Nala.
slowly up to this
Nala,
thing.
come on.
Still sniper.
Give me one moment. Okay, so you all line up there,
Okay.
and then,
And then.
as you expected,
As you
The-
can only imagine.
the things go.
Who's there?
No.
Someone has come, Master. Someone has made it this far.
I hate it.
Someone has come to play.
And the other one,
Says play.
this one, says,
I must protect, must defend.
Oh, he said defend.
Oh, okay.
it did. And they wake up and sink like sort of Wolverine style, flashing the fingers, or it's more like that character in One Piece who wears the gloves with the swords on the ends, but and like brandishes their claws, and we're gonna go into
Firebolt.
this.
Wait, and then
Yes,
also
I will let you
Yeah.
Firebolt and Cloud of Daggers since you as a surprise round. So let's roll initiative, and I'll let you guys go first with those two things because you were prepared.
Oh, initiative roll
give me one
first, then attack afterwards.
I
and
do
you
still have
two
the
get
owl
a surprise
out, I
round
think.
because you had told us about that. You have the owl
Yes.
out because it lasts for 8 hours.
Yes.
Let me find the terrible owl again. Boom.
Not good.
I had
Put him
shit
there.
Yeah, that's
initiative,
fine.
but a good attack roll on the firebolt.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right, so let's go with Nala.
For the initiative or the attack roll?
Initiative. We're doing the. You guys get a surprise round, but we're doing initiative
Okay.
first.
My initiative roll was a 14.
14. Win.
8.
No.
Lilia.
15.
Shar.
8.
Oh no. Oh god.
And Kieran.
15.
Okay, I'll put you here.
I'm sure my dex is worse than Lilia's.
I'm not sure, but I put you right
My
behind her.
dex is pretty high.
Okay, cool.
Mine is not. Not a
All right.
not a dexterous man.
It is this thing's turn first.
What about the free actions that I called before?
Oh, right. Yes. It's not. Yes, Nala, make your attack roll for a firebolt against the big undead thing in front of you.
21.
Hits.
14 points of fire.
Okay.
At least we know what 21 hits.
Nala launches this off as she was prepared to fire it. And Lilia, where are you placing the cloud of
Oh,
daggers?
just literally right over him. Just
On it.
This one.
Okay, cool.
This one.
So
Point. Damn it. Dish one.
I'm sure it's the one you're looking at. Yeah. Okay, cool.
And it's Cloud of Daggers, so it doesn't do any damage until they move.
Until his turn, yeah.
Until they start their turn there, yeah. So I'm just going to literally put a dagger there.
Stabby, stabby.
So so Lilia immediately summons those familiar sort of greenish daggers that float around, and since it is his go first, cut into him.
Alright, give me a
Please
second.
make that damage roll.
So that's 7, 9. Oh, damn it. That is only. Oh god, I can't do math. It's only 11 points of damage. But...
Okay, 11 points.
That's something. That's okay.
All adds up. All right, so he goes, that hurt. And I think he can get here.
Oh, no!
Ah!
Hello. Oh, I hate that.
And these claws, you're now noticing, like extend to 15 feet is its reach.
I hate that.
So his arms are really big,
Really?
and this thing is
Should've stayed back.
towering over you guys too. This large creature that looks sort of like it could have been a human at one point, but something went terribly wrong. And it's going to slash these huge claws at the two people who just did a damage. So Lilia and Nala.
No.
It's okay.
Oh no.
Nobody die.
I can't guarantee
Thanks,
that,
Win.
Yeah,
y'all.
right?
I have diamonds for one.
I literally ended last
Darn
session
for
being
one.
like, I'm fine, but if a baddie hits me real good, I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah.
Natural 1 on you, Lilia, but
There we
natural
go.
20. Natural 20 on Nala.
That makes sense.
No.
And you are out of range for Kieran's
Yeah,
thing.
I'm out.
This is gonna
This
hurt.
is why I stay away.
Oh, fuck,
This
man.
is gonna.
This is gonna suck.
Everybody just stay calm, okay?
Is it safe to assume that we're within its melee range if we were to move away?
You are, yeah.
Great.
Where'd my rolling go? The fuck? Oh, there it is. So it's only 14 points of piercing damage.
okay.
I didn't hit that hard, but you have to make a... Oh, and it's going to... It just does it. It's going to pull you towards it and hold you in its claw.
Oh God.
Wow, it's been a
So
while
you are-
since we've been grabbed by things.
Yeah.
you are-
This happened before we.
You are
streamed.
currently grappled by it in its left claw.
Cool. Ouch. All right.
And it is dim light in here.
Am I really in that space, or am I like technically on top of that monster?
You're in that space. Its claws are really big, so you're sort of there,
Okay.
because its claws are like 15 feet to reach anyway. And it's going to lift you up and say, "I've not seen a creature like you before."
Oh, rude.
Or
Johanna's go.
enlightened.
Oh my
Johanna?
gosh, Monster, you can't just ask why people are dragons.
Johanna is going to do something fun.
Oh, God.
That she's not done before, and just move around this creature to here. She's got to go up close because there's no way. And she's going to say, well, no time like the present, and sort of just holds in her hand this ball of blue energy that grows and grows, and then she launches forward in a cone this blast of freezing cold energy.
Nice.
At level 6, she's going to cast Cone of Cold.
Nice.
Like cone of shame, but cone of cold.
And it has to make a Constitution save.
Will I have to as well?
Natural 1, it failed. And no, you won't, because that's why she moved where she moved. So she's going directly to the right.
Got good aim, this
Blasts
girl.
out. It failed that save. Normally it would be 41 damage, but it does do half because it is resistant to cold damage. So 20 points of cold damage
Nice.
to this big fucking thing.
Very nice.
And she's like, I've never gotten to use that before. All right. That hurt. I can't decide on what these guys sound like. Lilia, go.
Oh, it's my turn again?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
we
have
had a
this
free
rise
action.
Fun. No, I just didn't know my initiative was that high in the order.
We all rolled bad.
Yeah. Okay, so because I apparently have been using this spell wrong the entire time, I didn't know that on a successful save it took half damage. I'm going to...
For which?
For Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, yeah, because it's actually a level 1,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. I've been using
Yeah.
it wrong the entire time and not dealing out any damage if it fails.
Yeah.
So
We should, we'll pay attention to that.
I am going to just... okay, so if I back up, does it get an attack of opportunity?
It would, yeah.
That's awful. So
And actually, I forgot to use its reaction last turn to attack attack, it has a reaction when somebody enters its moving into its reach. Never mind. So Johanna was already in its reach, so it's fine.
Okay.
Oops, its music is wrong.
So let me see. All right, so I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers at the 2nd level.
Okay.
Which is a wisdom.
Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
So Johanna flies through the air, these whispers that you can see distorting the air. 11 plus 6, 17.
Fuck. Oh, but it still takes half damage, so.
But it does have damage,
Yeah.
yes. As we will
So
remember from now on.
is
Was that psychic damage?
9. Let me double check. So 19. So 9 points of damage.
Great.
And it is psychic.
Okay. It is not resistant to that, I was just making sure. 9 points of damage as this whisper hits it. It growls. But it's weird because these things seem to have an intelligence, because they are obviously able to talk.
Because we've hit this one a bunch of times, how is it looking at this point?
Still pretty okay, but
Okay.
injured.
Okay, cool.
Anything else, Lilia?
I can't. I mean, I'll give some inspiration to... I'm gonna give some inspiration to Nala.
Yay.
Yes.
Nala, you hear some tuneful music as you're being sort of moved around in these piercing sort of claws of this creature as it sort of stares at you. It's like studying you.
That's a D8 inspiration.
It's D8 for Lilia, yeah.
Thank you.
And Kieran.
So I'm gonna do. I don't know what these things are, do I?
Make a. Just intelligence. Just to make an intelligence check.
Okay.
So I have a couple answers I can give you based on this roll. So.
12.
What you know about necromancy is not super much, but you have been looking into it lately. So what they look like is a lich that failed.
And liches are undead, right?
Yeah, you do know they're undead. They're skeletal beings and stuff.
I
That
assumed,
you can
but
see
I
by
didn't
looking
want
at
to
them.
use a thing if that was, whatever.
Yeah.
I would like to use then turn undead.
Okay, how close do you have to be for that? And actually, do you get those back short rest?
I believe so.
When was the last time you used Turn Undead? Because that was for the ghosts. You used one at the ghost, and then you used...
Yeah, it's a short rest one.
You used one again on the dark people, then you had a short rest. Cool, so you've got 2 uses of that left.
Okay,
cool.
perfect. Yes.
How close do you have to be?
30 feet, so I think I have to move, actually.
Yeah, move a little closer.
You push past sort of Wynn and Shar and move closer. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And you grab Weejos's symbol and... Come on, Weejos. As the... Oh, right, because it's in the staff. So you slam down like Gandalf and blast out this 30-foot radius of radiant energy. And what save is that, wisdom?
It's a wisdom.
That's a good wisdom. 6, 7, 8, 9,
That's a good wisdom.
11 doesn't make it.
Awesome.
Let me just read Turn Undead for a second.
Yes.
Because I was gonna say, if they're wise, should I still try to use Cause Fear?
I don't think you need to use Cause Fear now.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Because it can only use the dash action.
Alright.
Plus, I feel Darkheart wants to
Okay.
hit something.
Okay, so it goes and looks scared. It is currently turned.
Yay.
That's cool.
Now I just gotta go do the other one.
Wait, so what happened to
Leave it to me, I will carve the shit out of him.
So it's not undead anymore?
No, it's turned. It's literally turned as in it's wanting to get away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It turns and runs away.
Okay.
And anything else, Kieran?
No. I don't think so.
Okay. Nala.
Well, actually,
You are currently
I'm gonna use
grappled.
the rest of my movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Nala, so I'm lifted in the air. Do I have a rough?
You are grappled, so it has grappled rules. So you can't move. Your speed is 0.
Yeah.
You have to break the grapple, which
How
takes
how
action.
tall is this thing? Like, you said I was lifted into the air, so
Yeah, it's like 10, 15 feet high.
am I roughly more than 15 feet away from Johanna?
I'd say you're like 10 feet off the ground. No, you're within...
If I was to thunder wave, would I hit Johanna?
I think you would hit Johanna from where you are, yeah.
You'd also hit me.
Well, if I'm 10 feet up in the air and I'm 10 feet vertically
that's
away
fair.
from you, I assume I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going to rule you would hit both of them.
Oh,
from where
okay.
you are.
Well, then in that case,
Because he's just now holding you down.
I'll just do a dragon breath away
Okay.
from it. So
So you just threw him.
yeah, and it needs to do a
Alright.
dex save of 14.
Okay. So Nala wells up this dragon power and towards the thing. Natural 1. These guys are rolling natural ones up the
Right.
wazoo.
Ooh, and that was really good.
I love that for us.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of fire.
Nice.
From the breath.
Nice.
And
So you just and its like face is sort of burnt. You can see some of the decaying flesh on it sort of melt away.
Ew.
and you would consider this an ability, not like a spell, would you?
Yeah, that's an ability.
Okay, then I can't do quicken spell. So that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. It is now Bone Claw 1's go.
Bone claw.
Claw.
And it's going to make 2 attacks against both of the people that are there, so Win and Shaw.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't roll for fucking shit. 17 Win?
Yeah,
Just
my armor
16?
class is 17, so.
And 16 plus 8 for
Yep.
Shar.
Is it allowed to do that? Because it.
Yeah, because it's got a reach of 15 feet.
Well, I mean, but is
but-
it allowed to move towards us?
Oh, you're right. I just
turned.
forgot turned. So what it does is moves here
Okay.
and looks over the edge and is like, "Ah," and is sort of backed away into the corner.
Oh my god.
So that's all it
Thanks,
does.
Kieran.
I forgot about turn undead. Thanks for reminding.
No
Apologize for that.
problem.
Shar, it's your go.
Okay. Can I move here? Use my bonus action to hide and then shoot it?
There's not much to hide.
There's
behind
not this
there,
wall right here?
unfortunately. It's not a wall. That's a drop off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, duh. That makes sense. Okay. In that case, I'm actually going to go here and shoot an arrow at this guy who's grappling Nala.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got
Because
room to
he
do that.
is
Sure.
engaged. Okay.
Okay, make an attack roll.
8 plus 9, 17. Yes. Awesome. Okay.
Ooh, interesting. Hold up. Oh no, right. Because turn undead is not actually frightened, it's its own thing. So even though these things are immune to being frightened, it's alright. It still gets turned.
Okay.
1.
So don't use cause fear. I'm just gonna next time.
26.
26.
I still have
Nice.
hideous laughter.
It's looking pretty
Okay.
hurt.
And then, yeah, just,
First round, because that's what you guys do.
yeah. Okay. Then just bonus action. I'm just gonna stay there, actually. I'm gonna
Okay.
stay. I'm gonna move a little closer to Kieran, but right there.
Okay.
Yay.
Win.
Okay, cool. Dark Heart. Okay. And
So it's currently sort of on top of the pedestal
yeah,
and trying to look for a way to escape.
sure.
You use your bonus action for Dark Heart,
Yes.
which we forgot last time.
Yes.
It uses your bonus action, so you only get 2 attacks.
Okay, 5. 30. That's 30. Would that still be in range, or?
Yes.
Okay.
And luckily it is turned because it does have a thing, but
Yes.
it can't use it because it can only dash.
Okay. Great. I'll make my attacks then. Okay. That is 24.
Hits. Both of these are with dark arts.
And yeah, and then 16 plus 9.
Hits. So, just so you know, it is resistant to necrotic.
Okay.
So, do your damages separately and just give me each number, and I'll just figure out the math,
Okay.
alright?
So just the regular damage. That is 9.
Okay.
And the necrotic, that's 8.
Okay. And then for the second hit.
Okay. Regular
And
damage.
did you add your bonus to
Yes,
the 9?
yes.
Okay, cool. Good.
Regular damage, that's 7.
Okay.
And necrotic. Oh, wow. 10.
Okay. One moment.
Final room.
Right. So you just slash the crap out of this thing, and it seems to sort of shake its head and go,
Now you've done it.
Uh-oh.
seems to snap out of the
No!
Okay.
Bad.
And
Anything else?
Run, we
Zumu, I think this is 60 feet, so I'll have the owl fly in and slash him with the talons.
Isn't it an action to tell it to do something?
No, it's a spoken command.
Okay, let me read the thing, because that's confusing. Does it get its own turn? Figurine of wondrous power.
As I recall, it's a free action because it's a spoken command.
That would make sense. Okay. Actually, just roll. I'll let it go after you. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So the owl has a turn, and you are telling it to do something.
Yes, I'm gonna have.
So it is flying.
Yeah,
over to it.
fly in,
gonna go like here.
and slash with the talons.
And as soon as it enters range,
Oh, crap.
it's the bone claw has a reaction to attack it.
Because it's no
Well-
longer turned.
Owl
'Cause it's
doesn't
no longer
provoke
turned.
opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach. Okay, so that's fine.
But it's going into
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
19 plus 8 hits.
Ooh,
Ouch.
does this thing just turn back into a talisman, or does the talisman break if it's killed?
I
It
believe
just turns back into a
that's
figurine.
cool. Sheesh. That'd be really a downer if it broke.
Yeah, it reverts to a figurine early if it drops to 0 hit
Oh,
points.
that's
So it goes
nice.
up. Alright, so it hits it. And that is 3d10 plus 4. That's 22 damage.
Ouch. Okay, yeah.
So are you keeping... Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, gone.
So it slashes at this giant owl, and the figurine clacks down to the ground beneath it.
Oh, well, I tried.
So it is 30 feet. It is 60 feet down below now, and you hear it clack to the ground and disappear into the inch of water.
Okay. Someone can mage hand it out when we're done.
Someone.
Okay. So that's your go. It is now this Bone Claw's turn, the first one that went, and it is going to use an ability called Shadow Jump.
No thanks.
Each creature of its choice, so Johanna and Nala in this case, need to make a Constitution save.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, that'll work.
That'll wait. He's good.
That'll wait.
Nala made, or Johanna
We'll
made it.
see. 17. Hopefully that makes it.
That makes
Oh,
it.
okay.
So you don't take any damage, but what it does is
Oh goodness. I'm off the map.
it's going to bamf over there. It just disappears and bamfs over here.
Ah!
But I'm with it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yup. You get taken with it
That's
because you are still
fine.
grappled by
This
it.
is perfectly fine.
Cool. So
This is
it bamfs over there.
ideal.
That's its move.
Bam.
And it's going to use a bonus action to hide.
Ooh.
Because it's in dim light and darkness, so this whole room is dim.
Oh, my lights are probably gone because got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Is it able to hide because it's dim even from people with dark vision?
That's what it says. It says, while in dim light or darkness... Oh, I guess no, it's not hiding behind anything. I'm not going to let it do that. Okay, so it's just, it bamfs over there. That's its go.
It bamfs.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. It is Johanna's go, and she's like... shrugs off this weird darkness that sort of blasted out from around this thing, and is like, okay. And is gonna... Unfortunately, she's such a sword user, she's just gonna run over there. Oop. And she is going to do something. She's going to use another cone of cold because she has more of those things. Just at a different level. She's going to use it at a cone of cold at 5th level, which deals some amount of damage. 8d8.
Wow.
Nice.
That's a lot.
And the Bone Claw needs to make a something save. Constitution. It's pretty constitution-y. 10 plus 6, 16. Oh, her save DC is 17, so it doesn't make it again.
Right.
That would be 30 points of damage, but it's 15 because it's halved. But oh, and Nala, you have to make
That's
one
why I
too.
was wondering.
She forgot you were there
So dex save?
because I forgot you were there.
No.
Apologize.
17 again.
You just make it,
okay.
so you get 15 points of damage.
Oh, cool.
Cold damage.
Ah, cold.
Yep, and you sort of feel icicles come on your skin, but since you're like a flame beast, it melts away very quickly. This thing's looking fucked up, the first one that moved. And gonna give some... No, I can't inspire you twice.
Yeah, I'm already inspired.
She's not gonna do anything else. It is Lilia's go.
Okay, I'm gonna, just to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers at the 1st level.
Okay, another launches across the room at this thing.
Oh, it has to make a save.
What kind? Wisdom again?
Yeah.
I think it's wisdom. Natural 20.
Okay,
So it makes it, but half damage.
so that is 6 and 10, so it takes 5 damage.
5 points of psychic damage.
Clan! This is not what I expected, but I will be back.
What?
Oh.
They're gonna join and make a giant one. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Nala
a...
with him?
Yes, it's Voltron.
That middle path's gotta get something.
Fusion dance.
Yeah,
Yes,
fusion
Yeah,
dance.
something's gonna
DBZ
happen
fusion
in the middle.
dance.
Absolutely. Ha!
All right. Anything else, Lilia?
I mean, no, not at this point. Actually, I don't know if this. I am going to use my movement to head further up towards the pedestal.
Okay.
So,
You head that way?
yeah,
Towards the one that
5,
it was originally sitting on?
20. Yeah, 25. 30.
Okay. Okay, you move over there. Cool, closer to the pedestal. Kieran.
Okay, I'm going to use Sacred Flame, which is a dex save.
Okay. On the
one-
weakened one or the one with win?
One with win.
Okay. Dex save.
Trying to help a
It's
homie
natural
out.
3. They got a 10.
Okay, so that
What type of damage is
Radiant.
Radiant. Okay, go ahead.
14.
14 points of damage.
Thank you.
That's why I didn't do Toll the Dead.
So this blast of radiant flame blasts around it. Still looking okay, that one. Anything else, Kieran?
No, that's it.
Okay. Nala, your go. You're still grappled. You have to use an action to get out of it. Technically.
Nala's going to tap into her 4th level spell slot and do a higher level Thunder Wave.
Okay, give me 1 second.
And I can't add inspiration onto anything that requires like a saving on the enemy's end, can I?
1 second. Okay. I was just making sure that grappled in the actual rules can be broken by Thunderwave, and yeah, it can. So, what are you doing? I missed what you were saying because I was
inspiration
researching.
be used in a way that goes against an enemy's saving throw, or it's only for yourself?
It's only for your own stuff, yeah.
Gotcha.
There is a ability like that, but it's cutting words for board bards.
So it needs to make a saving constitution
So you just
save.
blast out, and it's going to make a Constitution
It
save.
needs to beat 16.
Jesus
Yes,
Christ!
I love hearing that.
Failed.
Nice.
This battle should have been much harder than it is, but they're rolling such crap.
I look like a disembodied head.
Ooh,
Boom, boom.
Spooky.
25 points of thunder damage, and
You
he
look like
is
the opening of a Zardoz.
So you literally did that, and it just blew this thing apart. Limbs go flying
Nice.
everywhere, and like parts of it, like its head flies into the distance over here, and sort of falls into the water below.
Nala will
So it gets blown up.
do a 3-point landing. Does Wind's
really bad for me.
Darkheart give off light?
Yes.
No,
No,
it gives
not
off
really.
darkness.
Just like
Like
Would-
sucks it in.
smoke.
Yeah, would a firebolt be at disadvantage since it's dim light against the...
No, dim light is still you can see.
Okay, then I will tap 2 sorcery
different.
points into a quicken firebolt at the
Okay,
far end.
you'll do a 3-point landing and then blast off this firebolt across the room at the
That's
other
so
one. Go ahead.
badass.
Thanks, Rumi.
Nat 20.
Oh!
Nice.
Nala's feeling hot today, y'all.
Ah.
I
She's
love
on
it when
fire.
I love it when battles are supposed to be much more difficult.
16, 10, 18, 19,
I mean, sometimes you just do really well. yeah.
20
It's
doubled to 40.
It's awesome.
Wow.
I rolled...
You rolled on the dice 20? Holy shit. 40 points of damage from a cantrip?
Yeah, I rolled a 7 and a 9, plus 4 on top of it, doubled.
Oh my god.
No, you don't,
don't double
with
the
the
4.
bonus. Just the dice.
But even
So it's 30 plus
7 and
4.
9.
34.
34.
damage
That's,
from a
Okay.
that's
cantrip.
still a lot.
Wait, you said 9
That's
plus 7?
insanity.
That's 16.
Yeah,
Yes.
So 30.
So it's
So
actually
36 damage.
32.
36.
32. 36 damage on a cantrip.
That's still a
Jesus
lot.
fucking
Anything
Christ.
over like 10 on a cantrip is doing pretty damn well.
Crazy.
I
Absolute
really
insanity.
wanted to stack Nala for fire, so I did.
So you just blast the shit out of this guy. Wow.
Thanks.
All right. It is its go, though, and it's just going to make 2 attacks against Win. Ah! I dropped a die. Come on, Bone Claw. Natural 1 again. Jesus Christ.
Come on, Bone Claw.
And natural
Doing
20.
great. Oh,
Okay.
No, wait, no. I'm
You
within
are really
like,
getting the ends of the
Yeah.
Are
spectrum.
you within 30?
I'm within 30 because I've been doing all my
Should
30
be.
spells.
Actually, no, it ran away, though.
Oh, it did.
But am I 30 from
From Win?
win?
I'm still
It's
pretty
from the-
healthy.
No, you're 35 from Win.
I'm fine.
One step.
Man, but I never get to
Everything's
use
good.
my fun stuff.
I like to do my abilities.
That's 38 points of damage.
Ouch.
As it just slashes the crap out of you. It misses with the first one. You dodge out of the way, and it slashes you. And it's going to pull you in
Ah,
and hold you aloft. You are grappled now.
shit.
How are you looking, Win?
That was a pretty
Probably
big
okay.
hit, but I'm okay for right now.
Win's probably.
Win always looks solid.
Except that time
Okay,
that
sure.
Win
They're
died.
dead.
Okay. I see this creepy thing grab my friend and I shoot off an arrow at it while it's distracted.
Okay.
Thanks.
It is grappled, or it is still engaged
Yeah.
with Win, even though he's grappled.
That's only a 14.
Misses.
Damn it!
You have missed.
Oh
for
wait,
the
no,
first time
advantage.
this entire
Advantage
round.
because it's distracted. Hang on.
No. You have to be hidden
hide
for
first.
What? No. Boo. Lame.
You just get the sneak attack damage if it's engaged, but you don't get
Oh, I see.
the
Okay, no
advantage.
problem. Well, then, fuck it. I don't do
So
anything.
you fire an arrow, it flies off into the distance. Anything else?
Oh, there's nothing I can do. I can't hide.
Do you want to move
Yeah, not
closer?
unless you were behind a pedestal.
There
or
is
something.
no. There's no way. Okay.
Okay.
And that's pointless. I
When
don't do
it's
anything.
when it's your go.
Okay. Okay. Let me think. I just might as well make my attacks.
Okay, they does grappled how does grappled work? I think you're actually fine to do that. You might get disadvantage.
Okay.
Just making sure. No, it's just your
Sweet.
speed is 0, so
Excellent,
you
okay.
can make all your attacks. Yeah.
Okay, that's that doesn't hit the first one.
Okay.
Okay, offhand also doesn't make it.
Okay.
Okay, much better. A lot. 17
What's the
plus
number?
9.
Okay, hits. Yeah, one hit with Dark Heart. Please do the same damage.
Okay.
Dealy do.
Regular
So you
damage.
swing and it just blasts off this creature's weirdly thick, rotting skin.
That's 6. And
6
then
regular.
the necrotic. Ooh. Okay, 15.
Okay, so 7. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. It's looking pretty hurt. It would be your owl's go, but nope. First one's dead. Johanna's go.
He'll be fine. He'll be back in 2 days.
She's gonna just come over here and fire her hand crossbow. Her non-magical hand crossbow.
A for effort.
And hits with a 17. And it does a whole 2 damage.
Yeah, gold
Because
star,
it's not
you tried.
magical and it doesn't do much damage to those things. So she's like, I don't know what else to do. It is heading up to the middle pedestal is where she's aiming right now. Lillian.
Okay, so the bone claw number 1 has like everyone on it right now, right?
Pretty much.
okay.
And Wynn's over there slashing the crap out
Cool.
of him.
So I am not going to worry too much about that one, and I am instead going to go over to the pedestal and investigate it.
Okay. You can make it there, I think. Let me consult my notes. It is a similar one to the acid and moving platforms room.
Okay.
Similar type of clue
no.
as well. So you read,
Okay, wait, hold on.
and I'll put it in the Zoom chat.
Okay. And I don't want my fucking Gmail. Fuck off. Where the
Move up, comma, falcon-headed god I see without an end.
Oh, fuck.
And it's
God,
5
I
letters.
see. Alright.
Move up.
But Kieran, you haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah.
But that is what you see.
What, you already got the answer, Sarah?
No, I haven't looked at it yet. I was.
It's written
Looking
on
at
the
food.
pedestal.
Yeah, just like the
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 okay.
previous one. It's another cryptic crossword clue.
Why?
Because I can't help but enjoy making.
If I'm like, because you've explained it verbally how to do many times, but I need to like see how it's done in front of me first. So this is going to be interesting to see if I can figure it out at all. Okay.
Okay, so Lilia is working on that. Unless you want to do something else during your turn.
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay, Kieran.
I'm. Hello. How far am I still? Oh,
It's like
5, 10.
you're 45 from it.
How many from when?
45.
2. Okay. Okay. So move there.
Okay, you're just like barely on the edge. I think you have to be there.
Oh, okay. That's fine. And you don't look like you're dying right now, Wynn?
I'm bloodied, but I could maybe take one more hit.
Okay. Well, then for now, I'm going to Sacred Flame again, then.
Okay, you Sacred Flame it again. Use shooting your staff and having this radiant energy blast off of the Bone Claw. It makes the save, I think. Let me just check. 17?
Yeah, it makes it.
Okay. So it doesn't get any damage from that because it's cantrip. So
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
that's what it
You're
says.
really annoying.
Anything else, Kieran?
No, that's.
Nala,
Um,
you're way far away.
Yeah.
But you've got spell snipers, so it's not like it's a big deal.
she will move.
Help me out, Nala.
She will move 15 up, and throw another firebolt down.
Okay, firebolt it.
Oh, it might not hit. 16.
Just hits.
Ooh, cool. That one is a 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not as beefy as last time, but 10.
That's
10
okay.
damage, okay. Blasts him. Okay. Still up. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. It is up. It can't use the claw that is currently grappling Win, but it can use the other one to attack Win in its hand, so it's going to use one attack against... Actually, hold up. Let me read this.
Please don't.
Ah, yeah. While a claw grapples a target, the claw can only attack that. Oh, it can attack you with its other claw. Cool. So 2 more attacks against
like,
Win.
Oh,
Clenches its hand.
Yeah, and squeezes. So 13 plus 6. No, 13 plus 8 hits.
Yeah.
And 9 plus 8 is
17.
17 hits you as well.
Yep. Fuck.
Ooh. Oh, so one was a really good roll and one was really shitty. 32 from the first one and 9 from the second one.
I'm down.
Were you
So Win falls unconscious in this Bone Claw's
Oh,
hands.
fuck.
But that's all it can do. Sure.
Okay.
It is now not engaged because Win is
Yeah.
unconscious.
Well, I mean, there's nothing she can do. She's super angry. Her last attack missed. She's super angry. Kieran's flame didn't do anything. She's just gonna fire an arrow again.
It is looking pretty
Oh
good.
god. Okay, that's better. That's way better. 9 plus 12. Yeah.
Plus 12. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So it's just a D8 plus 5.
Every little bit
6
helps.
damage.
6 damage. It is still up.
Okay.
Gonna use any movement or anything?
I mean, I don't know where I could move that would be helpful.
Okay, so you just stay there.
Yeah, I'll move here. What the hell? Why
Win,
not?
make a death saving throw.
Okie dokie. Okay, 11.
That's good.
You make one, you have 1 success.
Right.
That guy's dead. It's Johanna's go. She's gonna go over here and shoot it with the crossbow again.
She's
Misses.
doing her best.
She's shooting the pedestal with a crossbow?
Yeah.
No, the
No,
guy.
the bone claw from across the gap.
Oh!
That's not a wall, yeah, so it's a gap.
I keep forgetting that. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna make it but I couldn't. It's hard to do shading and stuff in this, so, because otherwise I would have made that all darker. But I don't know. Anyway, that's her go. Kieran.
Do you have anything that's damage dealing?
Well, yeah.
Or maybe
That's not a cantrip.
can you?
Yeah, I
heal
gotta go
Win
touch
from
it.
there?
Yeah.
Can you heal Win from?
It's
where
still
you're
being held by that thing, though.
Yeah, it's still over. Oh, I should have made him throw Win off. The...
Oh, Chuck Win. Chuck Win at Kieran.
I
That'd
guess
be
I'll
awesome,
use
actually.
spiritual weapon.
No, I throw him
I
off
guess
the
I'll
edge.
bring Choppy into this.
Oh.
Okay. You use spiritual weapon. Where are you putting him? Just
Yeah,
next to him?
just wherever he needs to be to fight him.
Chompy appears, eyelashes, and looking amazing.
Did these look incredibly pixelated to everyone else, our little icons?
No, they look really good.
No, it's just when you're
That's
zoomed.
not-
Zoomed
okay.
out, it's
Okay.
And Chompy
It reduces the quality when you do that.
Okay.
they look great.
Chompy rolled a 20 for his bite.
Nice.
Hits.
And so And then for his attack roll, he rolls he got a 12 for damage.
12, all right. Just bites and rips a bit of the flesh off of this
Gross.
thing, who's looking really fucked up now. Nala.
Nala will tap a second level slot. We'll chuck 3 rays at
Scorching ray, okay.
So first shot.
3 on 3 of her fingers and launches across the room. There you go.
First shot's an 18.
Like fireworks. 18 hits.
Second shot is a 16. Okay.
Hits, just barely.
Okay, that's better. And the last shot is an 18 again.
Hits.
Yay!
So 2, 4, 6.
That was not helpful at all.
No, it's okay.
You dealt a huge amount of damage right
On
after
the
that.
father
with
one.
Your sneak attack shots.
18,
Okay.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 points of fire across the board.
How do you want to do this?
Ah!
So, 2 of them go into the arm that are holding Win, so that it drops it without flinging it or anything. Nala's worried that she's gonna get flung off. That Win's gonna get flung off the side, and so it's 2 on the arm to sever it, and then 1 in the mouth to finish it.
Nice.
Okay, so the arm gets severed, but I am going to rule that because of how close Win is to the edge, he's gonna tumble still held in this dead thing's arm. But luckily, he's already unconscious. I'm just gonna make you lose a death save as you
There's
tumble
a
to the
cat
ground.
outside.
But the one goes into the mouth, and it's just like, and its head explodes. Boom.
There's a cat
And then
that just walked along the upper level. I couldn't see it. It was through the blinds. Did Kitty get outside?
And then that'll be Kieran's right there. I'll move my remaining 15 forward. Or I don't think I moved at all. So I'll move full 30. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Okay.
30
Hooray.
forward.
Johanna yells out,
working
"Someone
on
should
it."
probably heal Win."
That'd be
Is
great.
the wind still in the water?
Yep, down 30 feet.
Do we see a ladder anywhere?
No.
I think I have rope, but I'm not very
Yeah.
strong. Oh yeah, I have.
We have a flying carpet, guys.
Yeah, you do.
Can I?
Win, make another death saving throw.
Okay.
Do you-
Actually, let's go in turn order. So if anybody's doing anything.
Okay.
So that was Nala. It's its go. Shar, it's your go.
What's happening with the magic carpet?
That's going to be on Kieran's
Okay,
go.
if Kieran can handle doing that, then I will not do anything. I'll go over to Johanna.
All right. So Win, do
Wait,
make
hang on,
another
what's
death saving throw.
12.
Makes it. So 2 successes. You might wake up by yourself.
Yay.
Or at least stabilize by yourself. Johanna's go. She's going to say, I'm going to go look at this thing, and looks over at that. But since she's a non-player character, none of you know what she reads. She doesn't have healing word either. Lilia.
There's a couple of answers that I've come up with that are probably wrong, and I'm afraid of writing in the wrong thing.
I believe in you.
Okay. So are you gonna try one?
I
or
mean, I
leave it?
guess. I know that with the little I know about cryptic crosswords, I know that oftentimes the thing that's the most obvious is not the thing that it actually is.
It
Sometimes
depends,
it is,
honestly.
though.
Sometimes it's super obvious. Yeah.
So
Try the most
first
obvious
thing-
one first.
I'm gonna try Horus.
okay.
Horus.
You write in Horus. And this steam or cloud of poison gas
Yeah,
comes
that's
from the
what I
side. Make a Constitution save.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay. 20.
Okay, that makes it. You get 2 damage of 2 poison damage. All right, Kieran.
Yes, I'm going to.
Remember, you're
use
also a grave cleric.
Can I use the If I use the magic carpet, can I also do a spell?
It's just your movement if you use it. So getting it out, I'm going to
Lufthansa.
count as a bonus action. So you get it out of the thing and set it up and say the word Lufthansa, and then it floats and you can fly down. Yeah.
We might want to remove the
Here.
tag before
And
we
then
go back to the
because of
family.
my,
So you fly down?
I don't remember what it's called thing that lets me use the full amount when somebody's down. Circle of Mortality.
Sentinel Death Door, I think.
I will give
Circle of
you-
Mortality, right?
I'll use Cure Wounds at the 3rd level, so that's 3d8 plus 4, so 28 points.
Sweet.
Okay.
Boom.
You
Thank
get
you.
28 points of health, and when you are back on your feet,
Hooray!
we can move out of turn order now. It was just to get Wynn back
We fly back.
up. So
Grab the figurine.
you fly back up. Cool. Make a perception check, Wynn, if you're grabbing the figurine.
Okay. Perception. That's 15.
You can see it,
Okay, great.
so you grab it.
Great.
Free.
My buddy.
All right.
I don't think it looked like a
So Johanna says back to all of you, now yells out what she reads, and she's like, I don't really get what I'm looking at here. It says Blaze in Disturb Urn.
Blaze
Actually
in
pretty
Disturb
easy.
Urn.
That one you can basically see. And does anybody look at the other one?
Yeah, since we're right there,
next to Kieran.
we're next to it.
Yeah. Okay, so you look at that one. And that says concealed by complicated hind ed. That one's the hardest one. But also, while you're all looking at these, Zima reappears facing at the same sort of spot that she was at, but now facing you guys. Actually sort of appears in Nala for a second. Nala has to jump out of the way. So she's like there. And Zima says, well, whoever you are, and I do still assume that I know who it is, but perhaps I'm wrong. I wish you to look at all the items in this vault as representations of each of the schools of magic, just like the stones are. But I did have to make one final replacement, as you will become annoyed about, I'm sure, very soon. One of these items is not the abjuration stone that you're here to look for, because I had to take it from here. The vault is it was an attempt to get Morlos off the scent, so he thinks it's here. And anyway, I hope I can keep it safe, and I wouldn't trust the vault to work forever. Morlos has time, and so do I. He killed all my people, but not before he gave me eternal life, for better or worse. So I'll stay hidden in plain sight. And if it is you, my old rival, and if you need to be if I need to be found, I'm hiding in plain sight at the place where the dead foundation lies. You know how I like my word puzzles. You always knew me too well. Also, it wouldn't be a challenge between the two of us if there was a little bit of a fib in there, would it? So, good luck. And you hear
Water.
and the water starts filling up.
Damn
You
it.
guys,
shit.
you guys have 15 minutes.
Till the room's filled?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Can we just do these one at a time then?
What does the one that Kieran's next to say?
Concealed by complicated hind end.
Concealed by complicated
Oh,
hind
okay.
ed.
Which I don't know very much about these, but I would assume that conceal, like there's something hidden in the other words.
Yeah, so there's the answer is always in it
yeah.
somewhere.
I think for yours, Lily, it might not be Horus. It might be Osiris, but with the end
There's
taken
only
off. Like,
Oh.
So you're getting close without an end, but that's in cryptic crosswords. That often means. I mean, you're on the right track.
I was thinking that another option might be music because it has the MU at the beginning, and then IC without an end, so that the IC is the end of the word. Was the other idea that I had.
What does falcon-headed god have to do with besides... I mean, I know Horus is that god, but what does that have to do with that answer, then?
I have no idea.
There are more than one falcon-headed god.
What?
Can we make a religion check?
Yeah, go ahead.
What did you say, Cameron?
There's more than one falcon-headed god.
I rolled a 17 plus 1, 18.
The water's filling up. You can see it coming up the side. 18.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be
Ra
raised.
is the other one.
Ah.
But, yeah.
RAISE.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll write that in.
Raise.
You write and raise.
Okay, cool.
Yay!
And the door opens.
Sweet.
Is there anything in there?
And that one, yes. It's a little whistle.
Nice. I take it and I put it in my bag.
Cool.
Okay, next one.
Yes.
Water's filling up.
We have 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
Actually, as you did that, the water seems to be filling a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's just hurry up.
Blaze in Disturb Urn.
Burn.
Is that higher?
RN.
Burn.
PYRE?
Yeah.
Burn.
Yeah.
You write in burn. You write in burn. The door opens. That one's an easy one. It's just in the clue. Rod of fiendish flame. Or
Oh,
nope,
we
that's
get
not
a
what you
rod
get.
of some flame.
You get a rod.
rod.
It's a red
It's a
sort
red
of rod, red and
rod.
black rod.
It's okay.
And now it's going really fast. The water is suddenly already at your
Oh my
feet,
God.
and you're like starting to fill up.
What happened to the
as
15
it's
minutes
filling up
thing?
the room.
Hey,
Every time you
remember,
answered one, it got
remember
faster.
the desks? This is very similar.
So you're now floating up, and it's raising you as the water goes up, raising you
Well,
up
that's
through
the
the
reason
room.
for the high ceilings.
Yeah, I
I'm
look up at the
guessing.
ceiling. Is there any kind of opening or anything like that?
Great.
Nope.
Oh shit, guys. We got...
Concealed by complicated hindhead.
This one's a hard one.
Well, we
Might
can't
need
get out
cut
if
our
we cut our losses. I'm assuming if we answer it, the water will go down.
Yeah,
Like, complicated.
no turning back now.
Okay.
Ugh.
I think this needs more.
Yeah, I was about to say this is
Raise
this
and
is
burn.
too relaxing. I don't feel like I'm drowning.
Concealed.
There
by
we go. Now I
complicated-
feel inevitable drowning.
Now you're drowning.
Ah!
Nala's gonna
Okay.
start moving back.
Water is nearly at the top of the room. You're basically all up there. Soon, in about 44 seconds, you're gonna all have to take deep breaths and try swimming your way out of here.
Yeah, Nala's gonna start treading back to the entrance. It's
I'm not
taking
good
a
at these.
second.
Nala, be quiet or help us.
So concealed is the answer.
Okay.
Well, does it? I think it. Does
No.
it? Do we
Hidden?
think it ends with ed, or that
Hidden?
it doesn't end with ed?
Did you?
I don't know what that means.
It is an anagram.
Then write hidden.
Yeah, do hidden.
Yeah.
So you swim down. Everybody. We are.
What?
I'm gonna polymorph myself because I don't have like any sort of breathing potion. on
Okay.
me.
Stop.
So it is, the whole entire room is filled with water now, but we're gonna sort of mess with time a bit because we're not in round order or anything. Yeah, she can't do anything either. She's not.
Did we
very
not?
concentrated.
Did hidden not work?
Hidden works,
Okay.
yes. I'm just getting my thoughts in order. So hidden opens it up. You grab the item in the inside as it starts to float away. It's just a ring.
Okay.
Just a
So we now have 8 items total. I missed.
Okay,
What was
wait.
the first one?
So yeah, what was the first one? So I can add them all to the bag.
Well,
Whistle.
The first
a
one.
whistle, but
whistle.
Lilia
Whistle.
took
I
it.
pocket. There's no way I can get over to you.
Okay, so you all start. You're all now holding your breath, and you all sort of start swimming back all the way to the door. You technically have a few minutes of breath, based on your constitution, is how long you have. But So the best way to do this is literally round order and see if you can make it.
Wait, that's what we're
But I
trying to
think
do
you
is
can.
swim back to the
Swim back.
entrance.
Swim back to the door.
There is
yeah.
nothing at the roof. There's
Okay.
nothing on the
Is
ceiling, so you
our,
have to go back
is
to the
our
entrance.
movement regular movement, or is it...
Technically have. So I'm just doing the math here.
Yeah.
You know what? No. So in the dramatic events, you swim all the way, all of you, because there's no battle still going on. So you all swim back to the entrance, and you get through the doors to this room. And as you open them up, the water from that room starts pouring in. So then you get back into this room, and you have to, as the water pours in, so much water is coming in through that door, and you all like step on the teleportation pad and bamp through, and you're like sprinting through,
my God.
through the place now, as the water seems to start spraying out of the teleportation circle like a fountain,
boy.
as it hits the other
Oh my
side. So
God.
you're all sprinting
As
and
we-
and trying to get back to the other place. And
As we
Yes.
run, Nala will yell to Kieran, let Mason know we're coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Good job.
okay, so
Let me-
you cast sending as you're running.
Yes.
Does that require anything?
I'm about to say, is that like
A piece of copper wire,
Oh, that's a message.
but I assume that I just keep that in a pocket.
Okay, cool. So
I
yeah, you
also
whip it
have
out.
some, and I imagine we're close, so
What do you say? Just out of curiosity.
come get us right now.
His name. Wait, Mason?
Mason.
His name is Mason? Howdy, Mason. Please come fast.
Okay.
Before we drown.
You hear? All right, I'm coming. And you sprint and you get through the teleportation thing and you go through the other thing, and right behind you is just now all the other rooms are filling up with this torrential amount of water, and all three of the teleportation pads in that room start spraying out like a fucking fire hose, and start filling that room as you open the next door, and the water is filling so quickly it's like almost impossible. And you head into the next room, which is super fucking dark.
Oh, shit!
Okay, here is where I polymorph.
Oops, sorry, I went to the wrong one again. I keep doing that. Doop,
Oh, yeah, we're in that room.
doop, doop. Takes forever to do this. Okay, so you're in the really
So
dark room.
there's enough water for like a fish to be swimming, correct?
It's getting there, but right now you're just like sprinting away
Okay.
from a wave.
Okay, never mind.
So you
It's like as we're leaving each room that it starts to fill up.
Fill up.
It
Okay.
starts filling up, and Kieran whips out his map, and you sort of feel along as your feet get wet, and it starts already filling up this cavern that you're in, and it's like up to your knees, and you're sloshing through it. And now would make sense for a fish, but somebody would have to hold you once you open the next door. is the
Yeah, no,
problem.
that's fine.
So you
I still have my
shove
control
through,
water, so we'll be fine once we get.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
about the
Now
acid
we're
room?
out. Yes.
and you're barely swimming through as you get to the next one, and the door is now completely underwater, and you shove open the door through to this room, which I'm correct this time, which is the room that already filled up with water, but it's a much smaller room, and all you have to do is sprint across the way. You get across.
I'm gonna tell Kieran
and-
in this room to get the magic carpet ready,
Yeah.
so we can all
Yeah.
jump on it and just go straight to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get the magic carpet ready as you sprint into this room as the water sprays out from the room behind you, almost pushing you all off. In fact, everybody make a strength saving throw as the water nearly throws you off the edge here.
Oh, Jesus!
Wait, we're
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
I'm good at those.
Even with my +0, I think I'm okay.
Okay, what everybody gets?
19.
17.
natural one.
Okay.
14.
Sure!
I thought we
Shar
were
is the
on
one-
a magic carpet. That's why we were
No,
getting
you got
ready.
it ready. Kieran like has it, and as soon as they went through the room, you said the word, but then it blasts
Oh my
back.
God.
And this massive amount of water. So Shar like gets flung off. I'm gonna say make an acrobatics check. Oh, actually, yeah, you can
What?
do. Yeah, what are you doing? As you're flying across.
Is that before or after the acrobatics check?
I'm gonna say if you want to use that, you can just grab onto a platform.
Okay, yeah, then I okay.
So you all clamber onto the carpet as well.
Wait, so I just fall then?
You currently blasted off the edge and you're falling.
Okay, I'm going to acrobatics check to see if I can land on the platform, and then I'll use my rope to like shoot up at you guys, and hopefully you can grab onto it, and I'll just like you can just carry me.
Okay, so
Yeah.
make an acrobatics check. Yep.
Ah, it's good. That is a 29.
Nice.
You land on this platform, and then you reach back as they take off. I have a really cool image in my
Yeah.
head. So you just use your rope as they see you're doing this, so they're not super
Yeah.
worried. And you grab onto the carpet itself, and you're like
Yes.
swinging your way across the room
Exactly.
as the water starts sloshing over the sides. Massive amount of water. It takes a while, though. This room is way bigger, and now the water is mixing with all the acid, and you hear this noise down below you
Great.
as you fly over to the exit of that room, and you open it up, and you head into the first room that you were in,
Just book it straight to the other side.
and you sprint your way across this room past the dead bodies of the hags and everything, and get out into the ocean.
The ocean.
And you close the door behind you, hoping that will do something.
So are we in the bubble?
Yeah.
So
You're in the bubble outside of the thing.
that
Okay.
was a long run.
Kieran, get us out of here.
Okay, so I assume we go over to the edge of the bubble
Yes.
and go outside of the bubble.
Okay, you head out the bubble. As you look back, the door just blasts open after a few minutes. The timing of this just doesn't make sense, but it's cool.
It's
so it
awesome.
blasts out and it starts filling the bubble with water anyway.
Hold hands,
And
everybody.
you see the water or the runes and stuff on the pillar start to sizzle and break and
Oh, no.
crumble off as the tower gets all these cracks in it and starts to break down.
Oh boy.
You head out into the ocean.
Take a deep
all
breath.
of you holding your breath.
And I'm gonna cast
And then you-
control water to.
Control water and blast your way out like Harry Potter
Yes.
casting Ascendio in Goblet of Fire.
I feel like Jason Momoa.
And let me find.
And don't worry, if he's not here yet, I have a plan.
I figured you do.
You blast
Kieran's always
out,
got a plan.
and you're up there, and it's slightly drizzling and a little bit foggy, but you do see a boat nearby. Oh, hi everyone! I'm glad to see you made it. I'm coming over your way.
Okay.
And floats his way over.
Well done,
Gonna
and,
everybody.
use
helps all of
water
you.
If we needed it, we could
Helps all of you onto the boat. You sort of pant. Johanna's like, well, that was exciting.
What time is it?
It's still morning. You didn't
Not
spend that
even
much
noon?
time down there, really. You spent a couple of hours down there, a few hours, I'd say.
And
You're not gonna be old forever then.
That's wonderful to hear, she says. I can't find my fucking calendar. Oh well, it's like 8 in the morning, I'd say, maybe
Okay.
9,
Wow.
because you left at 4.
and how's Mason? How are you, sir? Thank you so much for coming
Oh,
in.
I'm good. Yeah, I mean, did you get what you were looking for?
We may have.
Found something. Yeah, that's accurate.
Well.
Yes and no.
All
If
right.
you could just take us back as quick as possible.
Yeah, sure. Oh, we'll get underway here.
Do you happen to have
And-
my robe that I left here?
I do indeed. Here it is, and goes into the
you.
sort of cabin section and gets that for
wait.
you, and starts sailing his way back. He knows these waters, the waters of the Lonely Lake, very, very well.
I think we should go to Nigel, you guys, and have him help us figure out what everything is before we
Vidar.
make any more
Yeah.
decisions.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Vidar,
I think
sorry.
heading back to our rooms and getting some sleep would probably be a good idea.
That as well. Yes.
All right. So it takes you, an hour or so to get back. So it's now like 10
Would
o'clock.
that count as a short rest? Or no, we're doing stuff. Never mind.
I mean, you're not. I mean, you're helping sail, right? Because it's but you get back, sail, and you get back to the shore. He docks, and says, "Well, it was wonderful helping you." I don't remember his voice. Is this
Something
correct?
like that.
I think this is right.
Sounds right.
But if you ever wanna go out again, I'm here. And but looks like you guys may have had a bit of a tiring experience. So looks like you could use some rest.
Yeah.
Thanks again,
Well, I'll
Mason.
see you later. Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely,
we'll be
no
at
problem.
the inn if you want to get a drink later on. I don't imagine we'll be leaving town today.
I
Right?
think I'll take you up on that offer. Thanks. So you all head back to the inn
Okay.
across the town.
Good man, that Mason.
You are at the inn.
I'm gonna say to Kieran, if and I guess the rest of the group. I'm anxious to figure this out as soon as possible. If you all want to go get some sleep, I can go talk to Vidar about all of these items.
Oh, we're all anxious. I imagine we all would like to know what these items are.
Yeah, we.
Okay, well, if it takes
great to know
hours,
what he's done,
I don't know.
what these
Okay.
do.
We'll ask
I mean-
Vidar. He's checking.
We'll have a long nap afterward.
Okay.
Okay, so you head into the inn. The bartender greets you. Welcome. Your rooms are still upstairs. And you head up there. Johanna goes up to Vidar's room and sort of knocks on it. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Vidar comes to the door.
he's alive.
Oh. Welcome back,
We've
everyone.
only been gone for like 4
Hey, you
hours.
never
Of course
know.
he's alive.
You never know.
And Vidar says, "Oh,
No.
well, I'm glad to see you have returned. I'm sure that was it a success?
To an extent, yes.
Yes.
All right, wonderful.
What do you mean to an extent?
well,
It was very
we were
successful.
hoping-
I mean,
Yeah.
but we have
Well,
to find the
no
stone
one
someplace.
died.
Whispered. We were hoping to get another stone of Morlos, but it turns out it wasn't there.
No one died. We got all the things.
Did you get the clue? Did someone
I
write
did.
down the clue of where Zima is?
I did not.
Yes, I did.
I mean, I don't know if I
I
got
did.
all the
I
words
got it.
correct, but
I got hiding in
I
plain
can say
sight
it
in the
again.
place the dead foundation lies.
Yeah.
But also might be a lie, IDK.
Yeah, there's one thing is a fib.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
No, the fib was that you wouldn't be molested on the way.
Oh.
Got
Okay.
it.
That makes
Molested
sense.
by water.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Vidar's like, "Oh, well, did you get some items then?
Yeah.
Come on inside." And
Yes.
you all
Okay.
sort of head inside to Vidar's room, and I'm assuming sort of take out all
All
the
8,
items.
yeah.
Yes.
And let's have a break there, and then we'll get back to what these items
awesome.
are right after that.
Awesome. Rad.
Cool.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the mid-session announcements for episode 23 of Welcome to the Bone Era. I'm your DM, Cameron DeVest Davis. Welcome, yes, everyone. This has been a trying couple of months, I have to say. At this point, at this juncture, everything is kind of crap, but we're struggling on, and we are still having fun with this escapist bullshit we play, and it's wonderful. I have to say, if you are able to find a group to play with and get out into another world for a while every week or every couple weeks or every month or something, highly recommend. It's super great for my mental health. As always, normal housekeeping stuff. If you want to support the show and Hellas Hand Productions, you can head over to patreon.com/CameronDeVestDavis and consider sending me $1 or so. All that money goes towards this show and other artistic projects that we're doing. Recently, Terra Mysterium, my theater company, or the theater company that I am a part of, recently released a original music video and song called Echo. You can check that out. The link will be in the description. It's about Black Lives Matter and is pretty good, if I do say so myself. Also, as always, want to shout out to Tabletop Audio, tabletopaudio.com. Excellent music and ambiences and stuff for the background of your games. Seriously, if I play a game without the music in the background, everything feels super empty. I need some noise in the background in order for me to really get immersed, and I find it super useful, and Tabletop Audio makes some great ones. Also, I wanted to mention, I think I mentioned this before, there's a thing that I took part in recently called Tabletop Role-Playing Game Pickup Con, or TTRPG Pickup Con. It's a free online gaming convention that my friend Ansel Birch has been hosting. There have been a couple done so far this past weekend and a month ago. There's going to be another one coming up in August, I think the weekend of August 14th, I believe. I'm going to be running a game at that online convention. It's going to be epic level, so like level 20, and it's going to probably deal with sealing of Morlos 10,000 years ago in this world, so that'll be really fun. And there's a bunch of other cool systems and games and game masters who are running games and a bunch of cool players, so go to ttrpgpickupcon.com to check that out and register as a player or to run your own game. Beyond those few announcements, though, I don't really have anything else to say. Just hope everybody's staying safe and, remaining as calm as possible given everything that is terrible. But we can't really help it a lot, unfortunately, except making our voices heard on social media and in protests and everything like that. Basically, the fact that there is no federal government guidance to what we are doing in this pandemic is horrifying, but what we have is each other, so let's stay with each other, eh? Anyway, back to the game. Have fun. All right,
Okay.
we're back. So, it takes 10 minutes or 11 minutes, really, ritual casting each time to do each item. But you already know about the carpet of flying, so it's 7 times
1
11.
carpet of flying.
So about an hour, 10 minutes. A little over, I assume, with rest breaks.
Cool.
I think it's a 1 minute spell. Yeah, so 11 minutes.
Oh, never
so
mind.
a little bit over an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, the items. We'll go room by room. The first thing you got is that needle that was just stuck in a pincushion that was not magical. The needle is what's magical. This is called... Vidar does his magic over it and says, well, never seen anything like this before. This is a sort of tattoo. You place it upon your skin and it makes a shape. Actually, it's over an entire limb.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I'll sign
And
me
it
up.
allows you to then use these sort of inky tendrils to grab people and things with it. Like you can grapple creatures or whatever with the ink from your limb.
Oh, it sounds fucking cool.
It is called a coiling grasp tattoo.
Coiling grasp tattoo.
And do you have to, like, pierce the needle to your skin every time, or do you do it once?
It stays there.
As long as
and
it's
that attunes
attuned.
it to you.
You have to keep the item on you as well.
It's
And
attuned.
if you unattune from that one, then it reverts back into a needle.
Oh, so the needle actually fuses into your arm.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know offhand what kind of design would be created, or is it up to the attuned...
I have no idea, yes. I'm ruling
It's up to the creator. That's cool. I like that.
But Vidar doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, it fits my aesthetic so well.
We're not keeping these things, guys.
I know. I know.
No,
I
we're
know,
not
I know,
keeping
I know.
two. We're not keeping 2 of them.
However, Vidar, as a learned mercantile man, I would love to get an estimate roughly of how much all 8 items would be worth in terms of gold. Roughly.
Ooh, all right. Well, I'll do that afterwards. Next is... Ooh, he takes up the necklace that's like a donut or a circle with the little pieces of metal all around it and the black painting on the inside, or the black metal, and does the thing on it and goes, ooh, well... This will right up your alley, I think, and might be very useful in the future for someone. This is called an Amulet of the Plains, and if you are intelligent enough, now there's no way to mince words, but if you're intelligent enough, you can successfully cast plane shift and go to a different plane of existence.
Well, then...
If you fail, though, if you're not quite as good at it as you hoped, then you will end up somewhere random.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we don't
And
want that.
it might be on the plane of existence that you wanted to go to, and it might not.
That's interesting.
That is called an Amulet of the Plains.
Yes, I found it.
Cool.
Yeah, Kieran, you're just adding these to your inventory for now, right? Okay.
Yeah, because they're in the backpack.
Perfect. Okay.
I'm adding them both to inventory and writing them in my backpack.
I like to
Okay,
imagine,
great.
once he's done, Kieran just reaches over, thank you, that's really interesting, puts it in the bag.
Oh, and that's awesome. Very cool,
picks
thank
up-
you.
Okay.
So that's what it's
picks up-
called.
He picks up the ring next, the one that you got
Yeah.
last, as it was, as you were drowning, and does his magic on it. You're all just sort of loitering around his room while
Sitting.
Yeah.
he like,
Hanging
It's
out.
like a
just, you know,
hotel
waiting
room
for
during
him.
a speech meet.
Exactly.
I guess putting all of our shit back in our bags that we took out.
Yeah, so you're packing
got all
up
my
again.
books
Give me
back.
1 second to find the item again. This one is... Oh, well, this one is it's sort of like a standard ring of protection, but it also gives you resistance to radiant damage.
Nice.
And it's known as a ring of protection from angels.
That'd be interesting for someone else.
Yeah.
So it gives you +1 to your AC and resistance to radiant.
Cool.
Be useful later down the line, not immediately.
Let's take a look at this interesting rod. And he picks up the rod and does his magic on it. Oh man. This is a powerful thing. If you point this at someone, it will blast out sort of a mix of death and fire at somebody, and it does extra damage. It hurts angels even more. So this is a rod of fiendish flame. It has 5 charges. You can use a charge to do an action, and they have to save a dexterity save, or get dealt 5d6 necrotic and 5d6
And it
fire,
does extra
or
damage
have
against
to be
radiant
successful.
creatures.
And does double damage against celestials.
That might be one that would be tough to get rid of. I don't need it, but I think that would be very useful for us later.
Just make sure I'm not in range whenever you shoot it off.
Yes, is there an area effect, or is it a point that occurs? Just like...
It's a ranged spell attack, so it just attacks
Okay.
one thing.
No added area effect,
So
even
don't
better.
point it at Lilia.
Yeah, don't point it at Lilia.
Yeah, I will be upset if you point any kind of weapon at me, but
Actually-
please don't point that one.
Lilia, this actually probably would work for you with your Wand of Wonder. I mean, if you're going that
Yeah, I
route.
think I did that.
Char
really
murmurs
weird.
again,
one
mostly to herself this time, that we are not keeping any of these items.
We're not keeping
Hang on.
all but 2.
Oh.
Like, we can still keep some.
There's
We don't
8.
have to give them all back.
Okay. The Biamontes told us that 1 item from the caves would be enough to get the dragon,
Yeah.
and that firmer payment would be rewarded if we brought additional items, right? The Brethren of Night made no guarantees that 1 item or 2 item or even 3 or 4 would suffice. We don't know yet.
Johanna pokes her head in. I wasn't privy as much to that meeting of yours, I don't think. But, I mean, you've got a very talented persuader in your group, so you may as well give it a go.
Yeah.
And also, we don't have to tell them we found all of them.
Right.
Like,
He won't even see me until we bring enough items to earn that right.
no, we bring one very powerful item and go, oh no, we didn't have that. There were only this item.
Well,
No one else has gone down there. That's
or
why
we
they
could
sent
just
us.
try the waters. We just put one on
Yeah,
the table,
we could try one or
see their
2.
reaction, negotiate, add
We could-
more. We
So
don't need to
also-
add.
yeah.
You don't lay all of your cards on the table. You say, I have
like
this.
playing
Yeah.
I might have something else.
These are such
don't go all in right
These
away,
are such
yeah.
powerful items as well. I don't really want to give them to either party. I don't care what it gets us. You want to put these weapons in the hands of these 2 like asshole leaders? I don't think so.
Actually, the one item I'm thinking we could actually get rid of is the Biamontes would love that carpet, and it's by far the most opulently. We know what it is. It's not really a dangerous thing. It's a status thing. I think they would see that, and that's the
I
one
think so
item.
too.
Unless
We also haven't even ID'd everything yet. But
Yeah, let's finish it. Let's finish.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
all
While you were
happening
talking,
while-
Vidar was doing
while
another
it's
one.
going.
Yeah.
Vidar is looking at the cloak now. Holds it up and it's like, this is pretty fun as well. It allows you to be a little more stealthy,
stealth
and
cloak.
when you're in the darkness, you can turn into a bat.
Ooh.
Also, you can fly with the cloak, but if you go out of the darkness, you just drop.
See,
So-
that is something you give to the Brotherhood at first. That's the first
Absolutely.
item.
Yes.
First item.
Yes.
So that's called the cloak of the bat.
They want more?
And it's a little bit better of a. It's a little bit better. It allows you to cast polymorph to turn into a bat, but it's a little bit better than normal polymorph because you
Your
retain your
intelligence.
Oh, that's
intelligence and
cool.
stuff.
Oh, God.
Cool.
Yeah, that's totally for the Brotherhood. I say in a lower tone.
And Vidar then looks at the whistle, and what it is, it's like looks like a dragon that's sort of curled up at the top part, and then the whistle sort of long section. So you blow into it, and the dragon has the noise come out of it. It's also, there is Dwarvish written on it, which says Night Caller, because that's what it is. And Vidar says, well, if you... Oh, he gets to make an intelligence check. Interesting.
Ooh.
Sure. Yep, he makes it. So this is the Durgar, the deep dwarves of the Underdark, have made quite a few of these across time. But what they are is, if you blow it in darkness or under a night sky, you can raise a zombie or a dead thing, and
We can
make
get
it
rid of
walk
that.
around.
I can do that anyway.
That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one we can easily get rid of.
But yes, so it can bring something back from the dead, but not in a clean way.
Yeah, I've
Interesting.
got animate dead.
Yeah, that's the spell it lets you cast.
Cool.
The next one is the other amulet.
That's the. This is the last one.
Should be, yeah. And this is the one with the eye symbol on it.
Right. Okay.
And he says, well, this one keeps you hidden if people are looking into you magically. Oh. It's the amulet of proof against detection and location. That's what it's called, full name.
Amulet. Oh, yes, there it is.
That's interesting.
Oh, I accidentally added like 5 night callers. You go through and delete all of
They
them.
multiply.
I put them in the backpack, and they made babies. Okay.
All right, so I think that's all of them.
Yeah, we've got all the things in the bag.
Normally I'd charge you, but, you're friends.
I mean,
You're the real
And
MVP.
Johanna's like, yeah.
I'll give him 10 gold for a rough estimate on the worth of all the items.
Individually,
Oh,
No, just like as all, like 10 gold for your rough estimate of how much you would think.
if you were selling all of these some of these are wondrous, some of these are rare, some of them are a little less so. I'm sure you could get quite a bit of money from these, but it would depend on how well you persuaded them and negotiated and things. Unfortunately, magic items are... You price them based on your own skill, you price them based on the quality of it, you price them based on the rarity, but it is vague. There's no set one, because magic item making is very rare. I know you know me, myself, and Nigel, but we are actually not that common as people go. Not that many people spending their life making magic items and selling them. So,
Well, thank you. Give him 10 gold. I'd be like,
thanks.
just wanted to try and see if we could use that as... If people wanted to sell... If these two families are trying to sell the items, or if they're trying to use them, but it seems like...
All right. Well, you have the rarity in the...
Yeah, I have different colors.
in each of them, so that will sort of give you an estimate of how
Much they cost.
much they
Yeah.
could go for. But it's vague. Yeah.
The only thing I couldn't find was the tattoo situation.
Oh, you have to turn on.
it's called Coiling Grasp Tattoo.
I can add it to
Yeah.
you probably. It's a unearthed arcana, so it's a game testing item. So let's see if I can add it for you.
Well, thank you very much, Vidar, for telling us these items. Since we're all assembled, do we still want to do legend lore on the items in question that we are thinking need to have a harder look-see, or is this fine for the...
I think we're.
Which do you think we need to look more at?
I leave that to Kieran if it needs to be done, or...
I can only do it once, so I can't look at like all of them. So, and I don't think any of them are.
Well, Nala, you said it. Do you think we need to?
Oh, the only
It was
one...
pretty
Oh.
straightforward what all of them.
Yeah, that's what
none
I
of these
thought.
items. The only one was probably the sword, but we don't need to do that. We kind of know what's going on. Assumably.
Okay.
One sec, I'm nearly there. You have to turn on playtest content for your character sheet, but I can do that for you.
Oh, okay.
Well, do we have our rooms for the rest of the day until tomorrow, or do we need to...
Yeah, I paid for them for that, says
Thank
Johanna.
you.
Well, thanks.
Well, what we could do then is, I mean,
we could.
They're added the tattoo.
I don't really care if it gets out that we took 2 commissions, or I'm willing to take that chance, but I'm not willing to take the chance that we just like split these items up equally and what we brought Silric is not enough. So what I think we should do is figure out tonight how we're going to split this up, and then in the morning 3 of us go to the Biamontes and 3 of us go to the Brethren of Night. We meet up afterward and then we leave.
I don't think splitting up is a great idea for going to the Biamontes and going to the Brethren.
Why?
Just because if we are trying to tell both of it, if we're trying to keep any of...
It would be way more obvious if all 6 of us went to one and then immediately went to the other. They're probably following us. So if we split up, at least we're doing it at the same time before we leave.
I mean,
What I think would be a good idea is if we went to Shar's place first to figure out how many we require to get in there, and then go to the other one. But we can leave things at the hotel room.
yeah.
I don't think all 6 of us need to go.
Well, I don't think all
I think
6
if
of
they're
us
gonna
need to
follow-
go, but... Oh, sorry.
If anybody's going to follow us, it would be them,
Yeah.
not the Biamontes.
But I
Yeah.
also think if we split up, then you're going to split your chances of having someone who can actually negotiate with the crime lords. That's the thing. Like, as far as lying goes, I don't want one group to be stacked with someone who can lie and then others to get in trouble because they're not.
Well, do we actually... I mean...
Well, I'm at least... Johanna speaks up. I'm at least going to the Biamontes.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been the face of the Biamontes.
I'm
I've seen.
familiar with the
Yeah.
Biamontes.
I think if you 3 went to the Biamontes, then the 4 of us could go to Silric. Honestly, he probably will only talk to me anyway.
I've
So-
actually imagined that's probably what's going to happen.
Okay, but the thing is, I don't really want to part with more than maybe at max 3 of these items if we don't have to.
So we take 1 to the Biamontes,
One.
we'll give them the carpet, and then we can leave, I guess, 1 or 2 items at the hotel and bring the rest.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to be prepared to lie
Yeah.
to the Brethren to tell them
Yeah.
that you only found 1 or 2 items.
Well, no, because they're not going to buy that. What would happen is we'd give them 1 or 2, and then if that's enough for us to see Silric, then it will be. If it's not, because we don't know, we'll just have to say we have to see him before we can give you anything else.
Okay.
I guess, because we can't just then continue to lay items out on the table,
No.
and then we get to all of what we have before he says yes or no.
Shaw, what I suggest, go with the Black Cloak, meet with the individual they won't let you to see Silric depending on how much you bring, correct?
Yeah, we don't know.
Bring the Black Cloak. If they give you resistance, say you'll be back with others.
What? Why wouldn't we just bring more of them at the same time?
You don't want to bring everything on you. You don't want to
I
bring
think if we
everything.
brought a couple wondrous items, that would be a good start, because they are...
But here's the thing: no one knows. No one knows how many
Yeah.
items are down there. No one knows if there are items down there.
It's
Yeah.
all rumor.
No one is gone to go look. That's why they sent us, because they didn't want anyone to
Yeah.
die. No one knows
And now
about
they
what
can't
the ancient city is
verify
like.
because it's imploded. It's all
Exactly.
imploded, so there's
Yeah.
no way of verifying how many stuff.
So-
for all we could do, we could have taken some of our attuned items off and thrown it into the pot.
Yeah.
You know? You don't
Yeah.
like that
Honestly,
werewolf thing, Win?
Oh,
Oop.
wait.
Take
Can I
something
have
else. I don't
Can I have
know.
Vidar take a look at the Wands of Wonder because of it got zapped of its whatever?
It's
it's
fine
fine.
now. It only lasted for like
okay,
a round.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if I
The
need to
main
give up
thing-
that werewolf ring, that'd be
The
fine.
main thing
Yeah.
we need to know is which items we're fine with letting go, and which items that we really feel that we will need, not in just the immediate, but in the future.
Well, why don't we put these in a list then, from the number one we want to keep and work downward from there, and then that's the reverse order that then what we give to these guys.
We could get rid of the pipes of Sildren, because they're
Oh,
scary.
We could get rid of the pipes of Sildren.
Sildren.
Oh, that's
They
not a
are
terrible
in the
idea.
bag.
Want to be really
entire
evil,
time.
sure.
Boom.
We're gonna get
Oh
rid
my
of the
God.
pipes.
I'm just looking at my list of what's in the haversack and
Oh, I love the expression on Cameron's face.
Oh my god.
Just unexpected. That's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so do we want those to go to the Brethren or to the Biamantes? Quite honestly, I kind of like the Biamantes.
Actually,
Okay.
Biamantes are fine for me
yeah,
as
but
well.
I feel like the
Brethren attacked us, Sam.
pipes are more their style.
I know, that's the problem. I don't want to give but I mean,
now that I
also-
know of what they do, I don't want to
I don't
send
want
their
them.
souls to the
Yeah.
Feywild.
I mean, we could try offering them to the Brethren first, and if the
You
Brethren
could
don't
tell
want
the
them,
Brethren
then we
what
could give them
they
to the Biamantes.
are. You could tell the Brethren up front what they are, and they could use that for.
I don't think we
whatever.
should tell them what any of these items are. I
No,
don't think
I don't
we should
think so
tell them
either.
that we have done any. All you said was us to bring your items. Here's what we found. Take
Yeah.
it or leave it.
Yeah, I think we should try to give the Brethren the bagpipes first, and then if they don't want the bagpipes, then we can try to deliver them to the Biamantes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea,
Okay.
Kieran.
This is a fabulous idea.
Okay,
I wish
so,
I
hey,
had items
I do what I
attuned to me
can.
to give up. This would be amazing.
So which if we had to pick two items to keep, what would we pick? Probably the plane shifting necklace and the rod, right?
The rod, the necklace, and for me, also the divination necklace. Having things not looking in on us would be nice.
I mean, I'm particularly fond of the needle. But
Yeah.
I can live
I was gonna
without
say.
it.
I do like the needle. Hey,
I
Kieran,
would
those
love that
three
needle.
items, what are
Yeah.
they ranked as in terms of rarity?
They're all
The plane
double
shifting
check.
necklace and the rod
is a
Swedish
wondrous
rare
item.
and the needle.
The rod is not a wondrous item. It's just a rod.
Okay.
It's rare.
Yeah, that's what the blue means.
Okay.
So that means, is
And
it
the
attuned?
coiling grasp is a wondrous item. So two of them are wondrous items. One of them is rare.
Why don't we stick to keeping those three for now
Yeah.
then? Is everyone in agreement there?
I'm A-okay with that. I say that, Vidar, would you be okay looking over them? Like,
Looking
just
over
keeping
what?
these on your
Oh,
person while
keeping
we're
them
out.
here?
Yeah. Okay,
Sure.
great.
Are we
Okay.
So they
splitting
don't
at
go
the same
anywhere.
time, or is one party going out?
We're
coming
still
back,
figuring out
and
how
then-
we're distributing them.
Yeah. Magic carpet I can live without.
So magic carpet we'd give to the Biamantes, cloak
Yeah.
we'd give to the Brethren of Night. So that means
Perfect.
we have the ring of protection from angels.
Which is a very rare. The cloak of the bat, which is rare.
The whistle.
The whistle.
Night caller.
The whistle is rare, wondrous item. And the amulet is also a one.
I'm gonna ask Vidar if the magic carpet, like tag itself, if it itself is magically enhanced. Like if you remove it, will it?
He says nope and rips it off.
Perfect. And we'll be like, in order to make this item seem much more serious, we will hold on to the command word as collateral till we have the pseudo dragon. Then we give them the command word. That way, it makes this item exponentially more important.
That's awesome. And then that's it. We don't have to give them anything else.
We
Hopefully.
should.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shouldn't. Unless we really want to get rid of those bagpipes, just cuz.
I think, well, what I think we should do
think
is
they'll work for the
we
other.
should give them the cloak and then we can say we found something else, but we will only give it to Silric, and then we can give him the whistle or the bagpipes or fucking whatever, depending on how much information he actually ends up giving us.
I
So.
think it's
Yeah.
great.
It's win.
And we can also, and so then we also have those two extra items. So if we aren't able to convince them, we can give them maybe the whistle and then follow up with the bagpipes once we actually have the meeting.
I also think that if the Biamantes get anything else, I don't know how helpful we're going to find the ring that has the protection against angels. I mean, it might be helpful down the line, kind of,
Might
sort
be helpful
of.
down the line.
I also
but-
do like the idea of kind of giving it to them as a
'cause
thank
then
you,
we can
maybe.
Yeah, and
sell
also
it.
because I don't have
Because
to.
they said they'd give us money for
Yeah.
it.
So like and also giving it to the Biamantes is like here's a the magic flying carpet. Ooh, that's fun, but also you guys are a crime boss, so like here's a protection ring, and just label it as protection, not protection from angels,
Because we don't know what it protects from.
yeah.
Yeah. Kieran can just be like, oh, yes, I did some voodoo magic and I can tell it is powerful or
Yes,
something.
although
can.
I would.
I'm not a good liar.
Kieran, I love you so much, but I want you
We'll
to
lie
stay
on
as
your
far away
behalf.
from these negotiations. as
I've
possible.
ingratiated myself to the To Issa.
To the
I can
family.
Isa.
nod yes if they ask me.
The Biamontes already know I'm royal, and they know that.
Yeah. Okay. So that means the only item we have not accounted for, either giving to someone or keeping, is the eye amulet that keeps you hidden.
Yes.
That might work later on, but I'm also fine with getting rid of it.
I think we should hold on to it in the Brethren of Night package, and then we start giving them the cloak. Then next item we give them is the whistle, and then bagpipes and amulet to be determined if needed.
Yep. I mean, I would love to get rid of those bagpipes ASAP, Rocky. So,
But they are, yeah.
They can
Mad
go.
genius.
They do look really impressive, though. So for someone who doesn't know what they are, it could be like, ooh, this is their big ticket item or something.
Yeah.
I really,
But if they find out
I really hope they
that
don't
it's
try
crap,
it
then
in your presence
they're
in
gonna
the
come for
person's
us.
It's not crap. We know it works.
Yes, it works really well. but
Although
it doesn't,
if we give the bagpipes to someone, they might ask for a demonstration of what they do.
then we'll ask someone
But if
else
we
to
say we
play
just
it.
found them, we can just say we've never used them
Oh,
before.
that's fair. That's fair. Good one.
Yeah, we'll ask someone else to play it. You're not familiar with playing bagpipes. You play a lute.
Exactly. And a flute.
Yeah.
No bagpipes.
And
No
a
bagpipes for
flute.
me. I've never played them in my life.
Oh my god.
In Johanna, I assume you're a singer.
I play drums
Oh, it's really I'm so sorry.
and lute and sing
Okay.
and do lots of
I
things.
was about to say, if you were a percussionist only, this was going to be very short-lived.
Do you have something against drummers?
Keeps her
No,
up at
not
night.
against. They're very good for a fling.
Oh, I see. Well, then I've never played drums in my life.
Oh my god, Max.
All right.
She loves doing
So
this.
what's the order of operations here?
Are
Are we doing this
First we go to the beyond.
Yes.
You can be young again.
That sounds
Let's
friggin' excellent.
sleep.
So
I
Kieran,
will
go to bed.
sleep. I will
I was gonna
sleep.
say, what is that spell called again?
So what we do?
Nap time?
sleeping?
Nap time.
Right. So
Nap
you go to
time.
bed in the middle of the day, but you had a trying sort of evening.
Or morning,
Morning.
whatever.
Or morning. Yep, not evening. But you do, in fact, sleep comfortably throughout the night. 8 hours later, it is
4 p.m.
I'm about to say I gotta get
7 o'clock.
Good, I gotta get drinks with Mason.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Basically. Because it took about an hour to do all the identifying, and you had gotten back at like 10. So 11
Okay.
plus 8 is...
Cameron,
Shar,
sorry.
makes some arrows, and because she only
Oh,
has
yeah,
to meditate
4
for
hours.
4
I
hours.
was gonna say, is Vidar the one she talked to about using like a plane shift teleportation thing to send a letter, or was that Nigel?
It was
That was
Vidar.
Vidar.
Oh, it was Vidar? Okay, well then while everyone's sleeping, Shard's gonna give Vidar a letter and ask if he can help her send it somewhere.
All right, so you go to his room. He's
Yes.
still just up because it's the day. He's been studying stuff.
Yeah.
the day.
He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
how can I help you, Shaw?"
Hi. I wanted to ask you if you could help me send this somewhere.
All right.
I'll hold up the letter.
Sure, I can probably muster up that. Where do you want it to go, though? Is the question.
Well, to my mom, because Vidar was the first person I ever told.
Oh no, Veneer.
Veneer?
found out.
What? Oh shit! I thought it was Vidar too. Okay. Well, fuck. Well then, I guess I'm gonna
tell
tell
him?
I guess I'm gonna have to, because and I'm also gonna tell him, because the letter that Silric sent me didn't even say Shar on it. He straight up wrote Sayonara on it, and so I'm paranoid that someone else may have seen it.
Silric sent you a letter.
Silric,
The
he's
assassin had a note saying for Sayonara.
Oh,
like
I see.
literally wrote Sayonara on the front of it. So
Well, that is a predicament.
yeah, so I tell him all of that, and
Okay. You fill him in. He's
yeah,
like,
and I'm gonna say, you know, I've been searching this entire time to help a way to find my mom, help her. I've forfeited all the privileges that my rank would have given me to help me there, and I had these moonflowers, and they didn't work. This chance
you
is
still
all
have
I
them,
have
don't you?
left.
Yeah, we
well, I
still
mean, I
have
have
them.
them, but she then basically told me that they were pointless.
or not to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said, I don't have another shot. This is it. And if this doesn't work, I don't know what I have left. So I just
Alright.
need to get this to her before this all goes down.
All right. I think the best way to do this is actually to send it to Veneer, and he can help out.
Okay.
And get
he's
it
still
to-
he's still there. I know you guys
still
said you were
down
trying to
there,
get him back.
Yeah, we'll get him back after this, I
Okay.
suppose. But all right.
Okay.
And takes the letter and just casts teleport on it,
Yeah.
basically. Or actually, no, he does teleportation circle. He draws it on the ground and zaps it to wherever Veneer is. And he's like, well, he should get it. Oh, also, to retcon slightly, he wrote a little note explaining what the fuck it was.
Okay.
And explained it to Veneer. And then,
Yeah.
So, well, with any luck, he'll get it and be able to deliver it for you.
Thank you. Chara's gonna stare longingly where the teleportation circle was, like she wishes she could go through it too.
Oh.
And then she's gonna thank him again and go back to bed. Or go back to making arrows, I suppose.
All right. I'll see you later, Sean.
Char now has too many arrows to fit in her quiver and leaves half of them in the hotel.
Just constantly
That's how it
collecting.
works.
Start selling them.
Shit.
Because she makes them
Feathers.
faster than she uses them.
Yeah, that's
Start
for sure.
selling them.
Okay. So you all wake up.
It's like 7 p.m., you said?
Yeah, well, Johanna wakes up and is like, this age thing, my back hurts like a motherfucker.
Okay, I do the
Good
thing.
afternoon.
Kieran just like bursts into Johanna and Lilia's room and is just like,
here
I'm
to
awake!
It's been 8 hours!
Oh no, it uses diamond dust. This is some bullshit.
Oh, it does?
What?
It does. Greater Restoration sure does.
That's
Shit.
hilarious. Let's find a jeweler.
Johanna owes us
We have
diamonds now.
diamonds.
Yeah, we need to grind
Yeah, I
it,
have diamonds.
We only have
but-
one.
but we need to grind it down. And-
I'm going to let you fudge that for this one.
Oh. Yay.
Thank you, Benevolent. We just decides, you know what?
Maybe
we don't
let's
need
just say we
diamonds.
shave off just like a little bit of the diamond. Just
The
like a
problem with
tiny
diamond
bit.
is
Just a diamond
It's
grave.
very difficult to shave down
Yeah.
diamond. But it's you using your technique just this once. You are able to use the spell with an actual diamond of 100 gold.
But
I could also say maybe I had a little diamond like inset in one of my daggers and we just like dug it out. It's,
No, since it's worth something, you have to in character do it. So you lose 100 gold's worth of diamonds, and you are
Okay.
able to use it even though it's not dust.
Alright.
That's fine.
so we still have 300 gold worth of diamonds left, right?
I think you've got
yeah,
400,
we had 400.
Yeah, we have 400 diamond now.
Okay.
which is not enough for the big spell, but enough for.
I thought it was 300
Revivify.
per diamond
Yeah,
worth of
For
diamonds.
Revivify, but
There's
not
a
for
higher
raised dead.
level.
Oh, okay.
So
if
with
they die
the
and you
one
miss the minute,
Oh,
and
okay.
you can do raised dead within 10 days.
Okay.
We can go back to Jerry's Gems and Jewels and see if they have.
We
any
bought out
other-
their stock.
Well, it's
Yeah,
been a
of all
day.
the diamonds.
It's been a day. We'll see.
They're very quick at getting diamonds.
Yeah, right.
They literally said it's actually very hard to get diamonds to you.
We'll ask the kid.
Nala doesn't pay
always
attention
got-
to these things.
We'll ask the kid. You know, you always got something behind the counter. There's always something extra.
That's a myth in
You
retail
got any
stuff.
diamonds?
I'm gonna go check in the back,
the back?
means I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh, that's why it took 20 minutes. To
That's
check
literally
the
the reason, yes.
Oh!
If you are being the kind of customer who asks for that, checking in the back is rarely anything.
Oh my god.
Smaller boutique stores checking in
Smaller
the back
stores,
is actually what you want to
maybe.
do. But
But at Best Buy,
absolutely not, no.
yeah, it's different. If you're just talking to the owner and they're hanging out, maybe. But it's different. This is some...
At Warbig, we
Fun.
had everything in the back. Like, that's where all of the sunglasses lived, so.
I did manage to do it once with Target because they got me my PS4 by checking in the back, but that was a rare encounter for me. Anyway, so what are we doing? Johanna's like, you cast this spell. The diamonds sort of spin around her and go all the way down like it's sort of a transportation
Cinderella.
pad in a sci-fi movie. Yeah, exactly, like in Cinderella. And her sort of some of the wrinkles disappear and everything, and she is back to her smoking self. And
Smoking stuff.
and she is like, oh, cracks her back. That's better. Thank you so much. Weird experience. I don't honestly recommend that. Gotta say.
30 years from now, you'll be used to it.
But then you get the descent into it. It's not like you just land.
Yeah, you
And
don't
you're
just
50.
immediately appear at a different age. Yeah. Anyway, so are we doing the thing today, or?
I mean, I think an evening visit to the Biamontes might not be a bad idea.
Sure.
Show
I
them
can
that
get
show them that we're at least punctual, and right as soon as we got everything, we're taking it.
Yeah, and then if afterward we go out for drinks, we can probably slip away and go to the Brother Inn relatively.
So are we all
Innocuously.
going to each?
I would go to the Biamontes.
I mean, I thought we should split up, but
Okay.
I'm fine with not going to the Silken Sheet.
Yeah. I mean, if you need me there to be like a liar, to like, essentially be a liar, I will go to both if you want me to. But I don't have to.
Protective Daddy will be going to with Shar for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm paranoid and I can bring people back from the dead.
Do you need me? Do you need me to be there to look tough
And
for
you
you?
have the backpack with the multiple items, so
Oh yeah, that's true. I have the backpack. But I could give her the backpack.
you could.
But I'm paranoid.
I mean,
That's up to you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't
Hold
think
the bagpipes up.
I don't think we all need to go to both, but I also don't think it would be a bad idea if Lilia went to both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't maybe you, Johanna, and Nala,
Head up
and
the
maybe
Biamontes.
Win go to the Biamontes, and then when you come back, you, me, Kieran, and whoever else maybe you want can go
I
to.
unfortunately, and I'm sorry, Lilia, to say this just now. Whatever. I may have to actually go away and do Resistenza business after I finish
Have you
my
collected
task.
dragon? That's okay.
Take your dragon, get out. That's understandable.
All right.
Okay,
Well, that's what I'm planning on doing, but
then,
I will go
yeah.
to the Biamontes first.
We'll hang out here then and make sure no one follows you guys, and then you can go to the Biamontes and we'll just wait.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Or we'll
So we're
follow you
just-
at a distance to make sure no one's following you, and then we'll come back and you can meet us.
Are we only taking the carpet to them, or are we selling some?
I see
And the ring.
The carpet
Take
and the we have the protection ring is back up.
The ring,
Yeah,
yeah.
and we have the
Protection.
command word to make it more serious about this carpet.
So give them a carpet, say we'll give you the code word after you
Give
give the
me-
dragon,
give
and
me the
then
dragon.
in good faith, in a show of good faith, give them the only other item we found so they can
The
sell
ring.
it.
Perfect,
And
yeah.
under the guise of this will protect you from rivaling mobs or whatever. Make
Yeah.
it
It's
so
a
that
ring,
it sounds
it's a
really
ring
legit.
of protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually it's a rare magical item, but it's people know what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's a ring and protection.
Yeah. And those two items are also, it's obvious what they are, kind of, so we can still operate under the guise of we didn't do any sort of magical, identification. We just know this carpet flies, and we know this is a ring of protection.
Yeah.
Sure.
No curses.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
not
Okay.
with any of these items.
I
Good
don't
luck.
think we should ever say no curses. That's exactly the thing you say on a thing that is cursed.
Yes.
But
To be
but
fair,
shall
why
we?
you're
let's not
talking,
hold
Johanna.
that about them.
Okay. Good luck, guys.
right.
I put on my more fancy
garb?
royal clothes and
right.
readjust
Johanna
my
does so too?
dialect.
I
Just
assume
because?
we dried out and stuff. And,
It's been 8 hours.
and
so
I
we're
asked
fine.
Kieran to mend any kind of shit that
Cool.
Yeah.
You mend any kind of shit.
mend some
Mending.
clothes.
All right, we took a
And
long
you
rest.
head out, and it is Johanna, Lilia, and who else?
Nala.
And Nala go into the Biamontes. All right.
Win and Kieran and I will just be at the bar.
We'll hang out.
We'll
hang
follow
hanging out
them
at the-
until they go into the Biamontes, then we'll go back and we'll get a drink.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
drink.
We're following you at a distance to make sure no one else is tailing you.
Okay.
Okay. You three then make a perception check as the rest of the ones that aren't going their main, the
Yeah.
ones that are in the back. So not you, Lilia.
Oh, okay.
Just Sharwin
17.
and Kieran make a perception check as the rest of the people are just heading to.
14.
Okay.
12.
Okay. You
not very
see
perceptive.
a lot of people in this sort of it's becoming nighttime now.
Yeah.
So lots of people are out, going to the pubs very soon, and you hear some music from the main inn, which I forget what I called it, but I certainly called it something.
The Red Wind?
No, that's where you're at. The Victorious Shield, the main big inn
Oh, yeah,
in the
that's
city, is bustling, or beginning to be bustling. But you make your way, you dodge around the Brethren of Knight's warehouse this time, and head out to the to the Biamonte's large manor on the northwest outskirts of the town. You are greeted by the guards. Nothing, but you don't see no shady figures are following them. So the rest of you guys go back to the bar. Yes, Nala.
While we were doing that walk through the city, Nala would have, in a hushed tone, just asked Johanna before she leaves what her plans are with Resistenza. What are you doing? What's next? Before you just
my
leave?
my next plan, she says, is I think I should trust Vidar more than I do to lead sort of things, especially to do with the war and bringing people in for Sabrina's faction. So what I'm going to be doing is going down and helping Sabrina get more soldiers and stuff, and hopefully we will retake Timpala, which is that town that was sort of basically raised by Distori, and I hope to take it back and prevent them from continuing and at least show that we have some power behind us. That's my next step. It's a tall order, but if we get some momentum going, I think we've got a chance. I'm not, by the way, ignoring any of the shit that you have talked about, the Morloss shit, but what I need to do is focus on the actual task in front of me. So that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Now that Sabrina's faction's in charge, is it still Resistenza, or is she thinking of rebranding the movement?
Resistenza is not technically a thing that exists. So it's Sabrina Distori doing a public challenge to Salvador. That's what's happening. So she is the only public face anyway. Yeah. But we are helping her.
Yeah, that's all I just wanted to talk about. What's the next? Thank you.
Cool. So you come up to the manor, you're greeted by the guards who say, "What's your business?"
We're here to see Signor Biamonte himself.
All right.
We have some gifts that he requested from
you.
us.
Right, yeah, good. I'll go see if he's in, and he heads inside, and a little while later comes back out.
Is Issa here?
Issa is not here, says the other guest.
Oh, pity.
Not at the moment. I think she's at the pub. But Tatsiano comes out and walks down the courtyard and let him in. Come on. And you go inside and are led to Tatsiano's office and he offers you all seats.
I see that it's only some of you this time. But that's probably okay.
Some of us
My
needed
office
to
doesn't have
rest
that
up a
many
little
chairs.
bit after our adventuring this morning.
Ooh, what was it like? I'm really curious.
It was so beautiful you couldn't even imagine. I mean, have you been in any sort of like aquarium when you feel like you're just surrounded by all this water?
I mean, that sounds very interesting. I've been swimming.
It was one of the most beautiful things. Except everything was in ruins. It was like being someplace in the old world, but everything was just so destroyed. We unfortunately weren't able to find very much, but we did bring back this for you. And
Okay, I'm going to say make a persuasion check.
Okay.
It's deception, because you're only saying that. If you want to do deception.
It's partial truth.
Yeah, it's a partial truth.
that is a 18.
Okay, and he says,
Well, what did you find then?
And I take out the magic carpet.
"Ooh," he says, and grabs it, and it's like, "What is it?"
I mean, it's obviously a rug.
It's a very beautiful carpet, and I hold up the tag
Tag.
between two fingers. And I'm like, with a very special twist.
What's that you got in your hands there then?
This is the command word for the carpeting.
Command word. What happens when you command it?
If we may hold the carpet for 1 second, we can show you.
All right.
hands it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say it. It'll...
Whispered.
Okay, so you whisper.
Yeah.
Lufthansa, huh?
Ah.
Oh, come on, I could make a sleight of hand check for that.
He rolled a natural 20.
well,
I
never mind.
was literally like, if he doesn't roll that, he's not hearing this. But I've just been really on the ones and the 20s tonight.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
faculties are astounding, sir.
Oh, these years I have to listen to when people are, in my line of work.
Well-
But I mean, that looks amazing. Here, if you will let me have that, then you can certainly have our friend here.
But that
And brings out sort of a cage with the pseudo dragon and sets it down on the desk.
Can I do an insight check real quick?
On the pseudo
Yeah, go
dragon?
ahead.
No,
have an insight
on
Tatiana.
on Tatiano.
I would like
Are
to.
you seeing there?
So my insight check for Tatiano is a 26.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm whispering.
Oh boy.
Trying to think.
All right, there's your whisper.
Okay, give me a sec. How do I... Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's funny that you're Queen Elsa still. All right.
How does the pseudo dragon look?
Looks fine, healthy.
Yeah.
That's her disguise.
And Johanna like leans in and says, "Do you all remember me?" And the dragon gets really close to the bars. And Johanna like scritches the dragon's face and then picks it up and says, "Thank you very much, my friend," to Tatiano.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think maybe you kept him safe. And Tatiana says, "Well, he was a good little companion, but honestly, I don't have time to take care of a pet. So
Well-
I hope he finds a good home."
Well, we really appreciate you doing this trade with us. If there's anything else that you need, or
Well, I was going to ask, did you only find the carpet? I did offer monetary
yeah.
benefit. If you have anything else, I'd love to sell it and resell it.
So we were only able to find one other thing that I think might suit your fancy, and I pull out the ring. I know being in your line of work, protection is a thing that is an often sought-out commodity.
Oh, well, that would be right. So what you're saying is this ring can help protect us?
Yeah.
Or someone, I suppose. Nice.
I think
well,
it might suit someone such as yourself that leads such a high-profile life in such a dangerous area.
Puts it on, looks at it. I like it.
Looks nice on you.
Rings of protection are here. One
Nice on
second.
you, sir.
I did say that I would pay you, so give me
I
1
love it.
second. And he brings out 3,500 gold.
Oh, shit!
Wow. Cool.
Does that seem like a generous amount?
Yeah, I would say so.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
18.
Nope, seems pretty standard for this sort of thing.
Standard. Cool.
I'll take it. I'll put it in my bag and then we'll divvy it up.
Cool.
Amongst the six of
Yeah,
us.
we'll do it later.
When all's said and done.
All right.
Well, 5 of us. Johanna gets the dragon. She doesn't get the money.
that's-
Johanna's rich as balls.
Yeah. I got some money.
Alright, so we will divide it then by the 5 of us. So, we'll divide it up later. About
Well,
700.
That's 700 each, yeah.
Tatiano says, well, I mean, it's disappointing that there wasn't more, but
Honestly,
I appreciate all of you
absolutely.
doing this for me, and
It-
if there's anything the Biamontes can do to help you in your adventures in the future, obviously, with business, as we can have a business relationship, is what I mean.
Absolutely.
Is, may we keep your insignia pin, or will we need to return this to you now that the job is done?
1 second, sorry.
Good question.
Again, trying to be nice as possible to these people.
I like
Yeah,
the
the
Biamontes.
insignia is yours to keep. It only really works around Careshire, or I guess Belmare, if you want to intimidate someone.
Alright,
Thank you
Never
very
know.
much.
we'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Can be very helpful. We have a bit of clout, but mostly around this area, you see.
Anyway, pleasure doing business with all of you. I have some work to take care of.
Absolutely. Thank you for your
can
time.
see yourselves. Absolutely. You can see yourselves out.
I will take the cage and.
Oh, Johanna took it.
Oh, Johanna took the cage. Okay, cool.
And you head out, I'm assuming?
Yep.
So you head out of the Biamonte's sort of manor and head back to the place. Johanna and y'all get upstairs to where everybody's been hanging out. Or rather, you're at the bar, so you're downstairs. And Johanna's like, well, success, and holds up the cage with Vinci in it.
Yay, Vinci!
And says, well, I gotta get this back to my mom. And I have saving the world work to do. It was really, really wonderful with all of you. And Lilia, could I talk to you for a second?
Can
I
I
was
hold
gonna
on to
ask
the
to walk
pseudo
you out
dragon
anyways.
while they?
Yeah, hands you the pseudo dragon cage.
You didn't want the pseudo dragon to be a cock block? Come on. As it's like in the middle of the scene, just being like,
I imagine this thing kind of looks like Toothless.
I'm actually gonna try and speak to this thing in Draconic to see if it understands me.
ooh.
Because I don't. Semi-Draconic, I don't know. How are you, little one? Are you happy to be left of that Biamonte family?
I'm curious.
Are you looking up if pseudo dragons can speak Draconic?
They do have.
Understands but can't speak. So it does seem to be like responding.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask which name he likes. I'm gonna say like the names that Vinci or the one that
He likes. It's very clear from his reactions that Vinci is his name.
Vinci. So I'll talk to Vinci.
So cute.
Johanna takes Lilia sort of upstairs into one of the rooms, I guess. Says, all right. We said we'd talk, and I don't want to leave this whole thing before actually doing so.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, the big thing is I like you a lot and would like to be in a more sort of formal arrangement with you, but of course, I am gonna be away running shit for a while or all the time, and you're gonna be adventuring and possibly dying a lot. So,
I mean, everyone that I've ever... Oh, God, this sounds so cliche. Anyone that I've ever loved has died. So I don't have a great track record.
Best not to. In an ideal world, I would love to be your girlfriend. She smells.
But I don't know how to realistically make that
what's realistic
work.
in this world?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like at this point I want to like do finger guns and go like, I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the finger gun urge as well.
Because like, it's very hard to get attached to someone when you know that they might die. Sooner rather than later.
My counter to that is, if it's always happened, then is it worth it to just be sad all the time? Or is it worth it to at least try and know that it might happen and accept that? I'd be more inclined to believe the latter there.
I am willing to give it a go. But
well, that's all I ask.
I don't know how to not keep my distance.
But not keep your distance? As in...
Like emotional distance. I don't... that's going to take some work is what I'm saying.
Well, I have time.
Okay.
Provided nothing happens, of course.
Don't say that.
Well, I mean, there's a war going on. But
and a god trying to kill me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's worth a go.
Okay.
That's how I feel. And we'll just try and stay in touch and stay together as much as we can, even if it's a short time.
Okay.
Because at least we'll be happy for now.
Okay.
Right?
I am sorry to tell you that any messages I will be able to send will have to be sent through Kieran, and ultimately he decides the wording.
Yeah, I'll see if I can figure that spell out. Maybe that would be very, very useful.
Yeah.
Because currently all mine are sent through other people as well.
Yeah.
And that's not really the best.
Kind of kills, dampens the mood a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, your
I'd like to
friends.
think I add to the mood, thank
Your-
you.
You add
Your
something
friends.
to the mood.
Sneezes. Well,
Your friends.
My ears are burning back at the hotel.
Your friends seem very, well, into us.
They're into everyone.
Oh, I see. It's that sort of thing. All right. Well,
I'm glad we talked.
I think we should give it a go. I think that's what we got.
Yeah.
And I'd really like to kiss you right now.
You don't have to ask every time.
Oh,
And you do that.
Yeah.
I want this as fan art too, please.
And
Yes.
she's like, all right, well, I have to go fight a war.
And I have to go save the planet, so...
All right. Finger guns, and then she's like, kisses you one last time and says, all right. All right. We're both going to be fine.
Yeah.
And leaves. And heads downstairs, grabs Pseudo Dragon, and says, all right, y'all. Vidar, can you get me to Martil? And Vidar's like, yes. Wait, don't you know this? I taught you this spell. Actually, she might. Yeah, actually, she knows it. So she's like, all right, I will see y'all later. Vidar, we will talk.
Send me a damn message.
She doesn't. She
can
knows
teleport
teleportation
you a
circle,
circle,
but
a
not.
message.
But not.
That's
Yeah, she can
funny.
teleport you a message, but only if it's a circle nearby. And she's like, "All right, I'll be leaving. See you later, bartender. Thanks for all the stuff. I wish you luck, Shah, for whatever you're doing next. And we will all see each other soon." And she leaves, and she looks around and ducks into an alley where she clearly is about to draw a big fucking circle on the ground.
I'm gonna watch her do it.
And you see some light from out there.
I'll
and
wave
Vidal's
to
like,
Vinci
well-
as he leaves.
and sort of nods to you. And then Vidar's like, well, I should be off as well. Back to my store.
Okay. We take the items then back from...
Yeah, we took
You
all
don't?
our stuff. Yeah.
You get him back.
Okay.
And he's like, if you ever need anything, and Nala, stay in touch if you ever need to go, if you ever want to do our research trip to Tertiva.
Yes, whenever
let me
you
know.
have time. From what Johanna told me, you're about to have a lot more duties. So whenever you have time, let me know. And I don't know if it would just be you and me or the entire group, but we'll be
Either
in
way,
contact.
really. But I mean, it's a relatively peaceful place. It's just a school, so it should be fine. But we'll yeah, sure. I'll contact you if I ever have a week free or so.
Safe travels, my friend.
Thank you. I'm gonna do the same thing Johanna did.
Safe
And
teleportation, my
walks out,
friend.
and does the same thing. Zoom. All right. So, you are what you guys doing now?
I
guess we're.
I guess we're going to
Just
the other
one
place.
one final thing to ask. Shaw, do you want to swap images?
What do you mean?
Like, do you want me to talk for you? And lie for you? Because we do have the spell capacity to talk to the brethren where we look like each other.
Wow. I mean, how long does that last for?
Mine lasts for an hour, so it depends on how long we're talking for.
Okay, because
But then Nala has the spell.
I do have seeming, but I'm
Yeah.
worried if you successfully deceive the person, then there's some sort of trial that happens, a martial trial geared towards Shah.
Oh, that would suck. That would suck. real bad.
I'm more concerned because I imagine we're gonna have to present an item or whatever before we're able to see him. But if once we see him, if I'm the only one he's gonna talk to, then you would go in as under the guise of me. He may say things to you that you wouldn't know the
understand. The thing I was thinking is to do the switch specifically for the guards, like for the people that
Okay.
we have to see first, and then switch back. Because
Okay.
if we're disguised as I mean, it might be too complicated
Yeah.
and we don't have to do it, but if we're disguised as each other, then if we would switch back,
Yeah.
nothing would change.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, but that would only work under the assumption that we would be left alone for a minute
To switch back.
Right.
for us to switch
That's
back.
fair. That's fair.
That's a really good idea, though. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Is everyone coming or?
Is Mason at the bar?
Yeah, I'll come be your muscle.
Did Mason show up at the bar during any of the time that's passed?
Maybe.
He did not show up to this one.
Wait, did we want to have, because originally Vidar was looking after the additional items. If we don't want the
He
additional...
gave them back to.
Yeah, we have them.
Yeah,
No,
They're all
sure,
in
sure,
queue.
but what I'm saying is we weren't going to even take the additional items to
Oh
the
yeah. Well, if you want to wait here, Nala, for Mason, you can keep the 3 that we're keeping.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
keep the other items. I won't
Okay,
read.
shove
I'm
the
just gonna
items in your
read.
bag.
So the amulet, the
You
rod,
brought some
and
food
the...
as well.
Yeah, I'll eat.
Tattoo
I'm gonna
thing.
have a nice, quiet reading dinner.
Yeah, just the amulet, the rod, and the tattoo thing.
Okay.
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 Oof. Okay.
So you all gather and head out to the silken sheet.
Okay.
You're greeted by the same sort of mean guard guy. Hello. This is you again. I'm assuming you're here to see the person you saw last.
James.
Yes.
Yes, we are, and we
Come
have
on
what he's
inside.
looking for.
Oh, that's good to hear. Come on inside. You head inside. It's the silken sheet.
Do we see Nala's boyfriend?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Don't be putting that tag on there.
You do see the silver
Is that
dragon
racist of us?
who looks up
I think
and
it kind of is.
who looks up and sort of does the white person smile somehow with a dragon,
It just like
dragon
goes.
face.
Like that smile, it doesn't reach his eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then looks back down at whatever he's doing.
Okay.
Not entertaining. It looks like he's reading as well, in a nice bit of parallelism.
Oh my god.
Goes back to the blowjob.
Yeah, good. Back to the logo.
Lord.
Sorry, I was busy.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
What, a dragon blowjob?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yikes.
I mean, maybe No, I'm not gonna. All right.
Yikes.
So, you sort of stand in the lobby area for a little bit as the guy tells you to wait, and then goes back, and then comes back out and gets you, and is like, "All right, they're ready for you. Come on."
Okay.
And leads you through back into the same room you were in before, and says, "Have a seat. Just wait here. We will be with you shortly." And he leaves and closes the door. You wait. Yes.
What?
I don't know. I was gonna cast something to detect if they try to do anything to us, but I'm being paranoid.
I think we just gotta go with it and hope for the best.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm a cowboy.
I am gonna say I took the bag from
Cowboy,
Kieran, so I have everything.
Okay, so you've got the bag.
Yeah.
All right. You wait for about 10 minutes because they're this kind of group. And in comes the two sort of people who were flanking the guy before and the guy you met before in the center there.
Okay.
He's like, "All right, well, it seems you have returned. I hope fruitfully. Please, what have you found in the ruins under the place?
Okay.
We will see if it is enough."
First, I'm gonna put the cloak down first.
Very interesting.
Examine.
And he casts for about a minute and is like, "Very good. This will be very useful." Is that all?
No, it isn't, but I don't know if James... I think James would want to see this himself, because it's...
I get to decide what James gets to see. He does not like to be disturbed, you see.
Yeah. Well, if you think we're wasting his time, then we can just... Then...
We
No,
can leave
then
with
we
the
will-
other eye. We can leave.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
No.
Both of you.
Okay, yeah. Wait, both of us or just one with advantage?
Well, both of you.
Okay.
For this.
Oh my god, that's surprisingly good. Persuasion?
I have my hat tipped down, so I look,
You said
like
persuasion, Cameron?
The
Yeah,
muscle.
persuasion.
That was a 23.
The
That's like the highest I've ever
Cool.
rolled.
Mine was a 12.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's fine. I was talking anyway.
I was a plus 8. I rolled low.
I only got a +6, but I rolled a 17.
Oh wow.
And the man says,
I'm menacing with my hat down.
"Leave us," he says to the two guards. And the guards are like, "Sir?" And it's like, "Leave us." And they eventually walk out and close the door behind them. And this man says, "I admire your moxie.
Gumption.
Option.
It was a simple test, of course, just to see whether you were the woman that I remembered." And his form shifts to that of a dark elf, Silric. He is actually a dark elf, so.
I'm gonna say you must have underestimated me.
I think the world will be underestimating you for forever, my dear.
Well, I'll take
You
that
have
as a
found
compliment.
me, then,
And I'm gonna
but
take
I
out
will-
the whistle. I'm gonna put it on the table.
Oh,
I'm gonna
all
say-
right,
Do you have what I need now?
I'm not sure what you need, unfortunately, but I'll take the whistle. And takes it, and the cloak, and just puts it in sort of his pack. I apologize for the deception and strangeness of all of this. I had to make sure it was really you, for one thing, and I knew that you were particularly prolific at the bow, and I'm sure after running away and being on your own, you would continue it. Plus, I do run a sort of business now.
Do you not think it was foolish to put my name on that letter where your henchmen could see it?
Oh, they don't ask questions, and if they do, well, they don't last long. I do not believe that anybody has seen or knows who you really are.
That's a hard guarantee to make. Look.
Well, in my line of work,
Yeah.
we work in secrets and mystery and sometimes blackmail, so I apologize, I guess, but it's what we do. So what can I do for you, anyway?
I'm not sure, but my mother sent a communication to me and told me to find you, and that's what I have spent the last 2 months trying to do.
Interesting. Now, why would Zenar Handere want to speak with me? A ambassador who left very soon after the war started. Now, perhaps, if we're thinking about this, perhaps she thought that I still had some connection to my former employer.
Who?
My former employer being the Shadow of the Shadow Legion.
From that, Taylor?
That would be correct. I was the ambassador from Taylor who went to Handere, you see. When Salvador de Sori declared war on Handere for no reason at all, my master, the Shadow, decided not to get involved. I disagreed with this because I felt at home with Handere and I liked them. So I quit and left. So unfortunately, my connection with Taylor is a little bit weaker than perhaps your mother thought.
That's the only reason you could think of that she would want me to find you?
Well, perhaps she's losing a war and needs someone to convince the Shadow to actually help. I'm not sure if it will even be possible, as they were a little bit completely against the idea of getting involved. But perhaps face of someone who is harmed by the situation might help, as the shadow is alone a lot and perhaps distant from how bad the world is.
Okay.
Can I insight
Yes.
check this as he's talking?
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, like, Char's brow is, like, furrowing as, like, the fragments of this are, like, all coming together in her head.
That's a 21.
Okay.
More whispers.
Yep, whispering to you.
Oh, no! Okay. It is true that we are losing this war, but it's also true that the fall of Hondaria is not the worst outcome we could be facing. And
I am aware
I
intimately, unfortunately.
it's befitting of her to think in the bigger picture as opposed to only about herself, and I feel foolish for thinking that she may have wanted me to find you for her as opposed to our empire.
Yes, well, I cannot help in that area either.
You might...
But if the worst... See, I'm not sure... Here, one sec. And he reaches into his pack and brings out... Give me one sec.
Props.
Ooh.
Props.
Oh my god.
Props.
Chug this.
Everybody.
I wasn't driving later today.
I had made this ages ago, thinking we'd be in person and I'd be able to hand it to you. But it is this.
What is it?
It's just an S, but it's like a silver...
It's a fancy
tarnished
S.
silver
Oh.
S, like a metal
Very
S.
nice.
Okay.
Brings it out and hands it to you.
I take it.
Says, that is the symbol of the Shadow Legion. It is something that can allow someone to pass relatively unmolested, at least by the authorities on Taylor, to get to that place. I am not sure if you would be able to ever convince the Shadow to help you as far as the war goes, but given the bigger evil coming, perhaps that may be something we could help with.
There is...
Unfortunately, maybe not what your mother was wishing for, but perhaps useful nonetheless.
She has no way of knowing this, but I think there is someone on Taylor who if I could find him, that could change everything. So...
Out of character, what?
Do you not, when Escondula said there was a person on Taylor who I should go find?
I remember that now.
Yeah. Am I off base there?
No, you're correct. I just forgot.
Okay. So I'm going to say thanks for this.
That could possibly be the most powerful person on Taylor, and maybe this is the way you can get there. I don't know if... I have to warn you, Taylor is not a welcoming place even for experienced adventurers. And while it may not be as helpful as you hoped, perhaps wait until you genuinely need the help to go there.
Yeah.
It is a desperate... well, it's just a challenging place, and... I know what's coming. And he does this in his hands, and sort of a whitish green appears in his hands, and he just fires off what you have seen before. It's an eldritch blast off at the wall. And he says, when I say I'm intimately involved in what is coming, I say I am intimately involved. Unfortunately, that bastard gave me all my power.
Oof.
So I may not be able to help you, but perhaps the Shadow can.
We, when we were down under the lake, we thought there was going to be something down there that ended up not being down there.
As did I, which is sort of why I sent you off to do it.
Any idea where we could start?
To find the stone?
Yeah.
If it's not down there, then... Unless you found some hints down there, I have no idea.
Does the dead foundation mean anything to you?
Well, now that I think back, I have no idea where my brain was at for that exact puzzle, so... I know where it is, but I may have to retcon the puzzle a bit.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna literally do it now, because it's a pretty simple puzzle. But I am retconning it to dead heaps.
Dead.
The what?
Where the dead heaps lie.
Heaps lie. Okay.
We're the dead.
Silric, does this mean anything to you?
Well...
Bless you.
Not really. Seems like a very strange sort of... I don't know. Perhaps it
Sure, it'll
refers
become
to a
apparent
location...
when we get there.
I have no idea. Is that something that you found down there, then?
In place of the stone, we found a riddle instead.
Oh, I see. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't mean anything to me, but I could think about it for a while. There are only so many places on Venevra, provided Zima, who I assume you told her about, didn't go to the mainland, but I doubt she would. Once again, a little unfortunate that I cannot help you more, but that symbol, if you do ever go to Taylor and meet the Shadow, well, let me know what they're like, because I never even got to. Everything's proxy with them.
It's good to see you.
And you. And I hope that something can change about this immediate conflict, because as we know, worse things are coming. And it's silly that people are paying attention to not that. I don't know where I will stand when or if worse things come. I have to do some soul searching.
Well, it sounds like same as us. You don't have a choice.
Unfortunately not.
Neither do we, so. Thanks again.
Yes. You can see yourselves out, I assume. Again, I apologize. And thank you for the items, at least. They will be put to good use with us, at least. And he shifts back into his other form and says, all right. You all have a wonderful evening, and heads out.
Okay. I think we should go meet the other...
Yeah.
Nala at the bar.
That was a much simpler thing than I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. All right, so
we stole these goddamn bagpipes.
I know. I mean, the good thing is now that we have the plane shifty thingy, if one of us does end up in the Feywilds,
that's true. Anybody that uses the bagpipes also has to wear the amulet.
Oh, well, they should be with two different people, because then if somebody accidentally goes, maybe they can get back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now we have
your soul wouldn't keep the amulet on them, though.
Yeah. No, but if someone goes to the Feywilds and then another person plane shifts with them.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so now we have 4 items then. We have the plane shifting necklace, the protection necklace, and the rod and the needle.
Yeah.
So we should divvy those 4 up as well as the gold, just so we know who has what.
When we all get back together, I discreetly give everyone 700 gold.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't really need any of the items.
I think Lilia should take the rod and Kieran should take the needle.
I was going to do that vice versa.
Oh.
But I mean, either works for me.
Either way.
I'm gonna say the tattoo works for both of our aesthetics.
Yeah.
So.
I have bare arms,
let me look at what it does again.
Look at what they do and figure out which ability would be more beneficial for each of you.
The thing is, I think we both have spells that work really, really well when, because like I have a spell that I've never used because I never get close to people because I'm always afraid of getting hit.
Then yeah, maybe you should take the
Kieran,
rod.
Like a lot
then.
of our heavy hitting spells sometimes need to be a little closer.
Well, then those items are good for both of you then, because they're reach.
I mean, we could also exchange per day.
Well, this one only reaches 15 feet in front of you.
Which one reaches
Which one?
15?
The tattoo.
Okay.
Needle.
Uh-huh.
And it's only a 14 strength saving throw, so it's not like super
I think it would match what our current DC is, doesn't it? Or does it stay at 14?
Nah, it's 14 for that magical.
Okay, cool.
Whereas with the rod, it doesn't say how far its reaches.
Oh yeah. Oops. let me fix that.
I mean,
Would you guys be? Oh, sorry.
I'd
Should
be
be the same
fine
as the
taking
rod
the
of
rod.
fireballs.
Yeah, the rod actually seems very appropriate for you.
Also, like, I feel like it's...
That one's a DC 16,
Yeah.
so that one's a higher DC. Too.
I feel like I have a way to get out of a baddie's range. Like, I can just kind of dimension door and, like, whoop, get out. But it might be nice for you, Kieran, to have something that you can, like, grapple someone in front of you when they get too close.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's as far as a fireball, so it's 150 feet. Let me add it to the thing.
Oh, so
Yeah, I'll take
much
that.
further. Okay,
Oh.
so I will delete that from my equipment.
Okay, and what thing am I adding?
It's called the Rod of Fiendish Flame.
It's a homebrew.
Would you guys be cool with Shar taking the necklace that keeps people from spying on her
Yes,
magically?
I was actually going to suggest that.
Okay. And then when would you like the plane shifting thing in case anything happens with Darkheart? It might, I don't know.
Win, can you take
You
any
need an
more
intelligence
items?
save for that.
I could. Hang on, because I think I'm at my maximum.
Oh, for attuned? Okay.
But if either of you, if anyone else wants the werewolf ring, that'd be fine.
In order to use the plane shift thing, you need to make a DC 15 intelligence.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
just so you
super
know.
Well,
smart.
then, Nala, what's your intelligence?
Oh, Win's smarter than me.
What's
I
the
read,
necklace
but I'm
called?
Not that smart.
Amulet of plane shift.
No, not the plane shifting one, the other one.
Oh, that's
Proof. If you just type in Amulet of Proof.
Amulet of Proof
it-
against detection and location. It's a
Okay.
really long,
That's-
obnoxious
yeah,
name. But
but that would be good.
Oh, I found it. Okay, great. Added. Perfect. And I will attune this.
Everyone thinks I'm dead anyway, so...
When Veneer was telling us about it, does it like have like an area
You don't.
where it can't be detected, or just Shar?
it's just you.
Okay.
Okay.
So if somebody casts scrying, you need to say a specific person. So it would work for Shar. Yeah, if anybody was like, "Where's the princess?" They wouldn't.
But if
Well, it's attuned now, so haha!
But if someone's
So you
like
take an hour or two
familiar
to
with who Shar's with, like if they scry
yeah,
on,
then they would be
Oh.
able to look around you. yeah.
okay.
Well,
But if they're just trying to find you, you are hidden from divination magic entirely.
Cool.
good enough.
Good though.
Cool.
So then plane shifting necklace. That's the only one left.
I mean, not to give two to Kieran, but... I think Kieran's the only one out of us who can
Kieran, do you have
consistently use
another attunement slot?
I do not.
Okay.
But I could still wear it. It just wouldn't be attuned.
it. How many
Okay.
things can you attune at one time?
3.
3.
3. Because I have my... I guess I could... Well, because I have my stealth ring, which I never use, so I could
Oh, you
unattune
never
that
use
for
that.
now. Well, I used to.
Your
when we were
sneak
being
suit.
sneaky.
Well, would
I
that
could-
benefit someone else more? If you're unattuning it, you might as well give it to someone, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I'm our least stealthy, which is why I have
Oh,
it.
okay.
But
Just gives you advantage on stealth checks. Hell,
Yeah.
it would even help Shar.
Yeah, that would really help Shar.
I have another attune slot if you want to give it to me. No.
sure.
Really?
Between the
And
stealth.
Win, are you okay on a two... Like... Are you okay with the items that you have?
Well,
Fine.
one of the items is a signed contract in blood and soul.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you for
Can't get rid of
reminding me
that one.
Nala, you don't get any of the other items.
Okay.
Nala's actually
Okay, I'll-
trying to do this with just her own magic. Trying to... Oh, none of these items are piquing any
Yeah,
interest
because
in
I've
me.
got the ring,
And
the
the owl.
eye, and
Okay.
Darker.
Yeah, the owl's not
The owl
attuned.
doesn't need to be
The
attuned.
owl doesn't need to be
Oh,
attuned.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then, Kieran, I will take the stealth ring if you want to take the necklace, and then
Sure.
no one will ever see me ever again.
Ever again.
Ring of stealth. That's
So when you hide,
that's-
does that also give her advantage on hiding? Or just stealth?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
That is hiding.
That's awesome.
Hiding is
Now
stuff.
you will always have...
absurd.
So, I
Absurd.
just want to make sure with this rod of fiendish flame, it deals a total of 10d6.
5 fire, 5 necrotic, correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have to word it like that in case somebody's immune
One
to
of them?
one of
Yeah.
those two.
No area effect. That's key.
Yeah, no area
Yeah, it only
effect,
deals damage to one creature.
10, and then doubles if they're celestial.
Yep.
And that's
It seems Zima had it out for.
Look at you, I got Wand of Wonder in one hand and a fire stick in the other.
literally, it's gonna...
That's awesome.
It's just like
dual
one is gonna be
wielders.
this like very menacing stick, and the other one is gonna be like all colors and baubles,
Wobbly.
Okay, we need that as fan art also.
which is also my aesthetic at any rate.
This is incredible. Okay.
Cool.
Lilia with dual wands.
Cool. And we'll just have the plane shifting item, but not attuned to anybody.
Also, we're gonna give the pipes back to
Oh, wait.
Lilia.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just
No, they're
I've had
in
them
the
in the
bag, they're in
bag.
the
Oh,
bag.
okay.
So they're
So
in,
are you just gonna keep them now?
it's in a little dimension.
Yeah, I usually just have them in the bag.
Oh, I didn't realize they weren't in the.
I
They were in
didn't
the
want to
back.
have them anywhere near where I could touch them, just
Yeah.
in case.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, so they're in a different dimension inside the haversack.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good we didn't get rid of them. We may be able to use them to find trust at some point.
Yeah. Or we could just give them to someone we like less.
Or we can set them on fire.
I would not do that.
Yeah, who knows what that would do.
Here you
That was like
are,
fire?
King Salvador. We know that you play
dangerous.
bagpipes.
A gift in
Renowned
good faith.
bagpiper.
Long may you
No
reign.
good fate.
Gonna give it to a
Peace
bard I
and
really
all.
don't like.
Oh, that's awesome. Alright.
The bard equivalent
Are we
of
staying in
Justin Bieber.
town for a few days, or are we traveling on?
Well, where is on?
I think we should
it's-
dip.
It's nighttime now, right?
Yeah.
It's nighttime.
But we
Should
got
we go
8
to bed
hours of
and-
sleep in the middle
Yeah,
of the
we're
day.
already pretty well rested, but
You're pretty awoke. Yeah, I mean you're
Woken.
you're awoke.
We are
stay-
woken.
You've done that thing where you like.
Where are we going?
we just have
We would, I think.
We-
Well, I need to get to midship, which is north of here.
That's on Oster, right?
No, it's Midship Island.
It's
It's, the
between
island between
Oster and-
Oster.
and-
Okay.
In Florida.
If you want to see it.
yeah. I'm
Let
gonna
me
say,
show
isn't
you
your
the
map right next to you?
Wait, does that mean we need a captain?
Yeah, that would certainly help. Yeah.
Because I could have him meet us somewhere with the boat.
Right. If we were, I mean, we could literally go back to Arcala and then have him meet us there.
Yes, if you could get an estimate of how long it would take him to
is
get
this
back,
happening?
because we can either walk if it's going to take him a little bit of time,
or house.
or
We could house.
We can't. I'm not that skilled. I can teleport us to Nigel's
Never mind, I can't
shop.
show you.
If he's in the area already, so we can either walk if it'll take the captain time to get to Arcala, or we can teleport there if he's there already or close by.
We don't know when.
Well, that's what we'd have to
We
reach
should
out and
message
ask.
Ernesto then.
Nala, where was the place you wanted to go? Is that where Vidar was going back to?
Vidar was going.
Yeah, Tertiva's on Oster, so if we're heading
Well,
north, we could keep
Arcala's
going and
still
go
on
up
this
there.
main continent. If we're going to midship, we would have to go to Arcala first, get to the ship, and then go to the island. However, we can bypass the island to Oster, but I'm not familiar as much with... Because then we'd have to go back down
sent you a
to
picture of
Port
that
Hall,
area.
correct? We'd have to walk down from Oster to Port Hall.
If you went to Vidar's,
Yeah.
you'd have to walk. Yeah, you'd have to walk a couple
And
days
we were-
south to Port
And
Hall.
we got saved
which,
by the
yeah, that
house
would be
last
weird.
time. It saved us like 3 days of travel.
All right.
But yeah, I'm.
It's all actually
well-
relatively close together for once. Usually, it's like we're gonna travel for a month.
Let's check
I
with
mean,
the
I'm
captain.
just gonna put this out there. I think something that should be in the back of all of our minds that I've just now been reminded of after our conversation with Silric is that we need to start bringing people to our side or getting people to commit to fighting Morlos when he comes. Because when we went to the future, that was what he said. He said there are not enough we don't have enough people because we didn't convince enough people to be prepared for this ahead of time. So when we go to where Wynn needs to go is when we go to Tortiva, that should also be on our agenda there, is to
Well, if I can help out Abby, then we'll have the Black Chateau with us.
yeah, and if Nala goes to Tortiva, all of those professors and students who are
Dumbledore's army.
essentially.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying we should
Totally
split
works.
up, but if we were to split up, this might be a good time to do it.
Let's check where the captain is first.
I don't want to split up.
Yeah, let's reach out to Ernesto and see what's up there. Because he can always drop you off on near Tortiva, and then some of us go to find Abby.
I can-
Tortiva's way far
Yeah, I
away,
can probably just bamf
Yeah.
to Vidar's
Bamf
shop
to Vidar.
and ask him
Okay.
if he can take me there, and he probably has a way of
Yeah.
traveling there at a faster pace than regular.
I mean, Nala,
Right, 'cause
if you...
have, which teleportation circles do you have?
I have the one to
have
Nigel's
Martial?
shop, the one to Meyerfall, and then the one to Vidar's shop.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Okay.
I mean, Nala, if you think this is, like, a good time, the rest of us could go to Abby while you go learn.
That actually, if
Should
everyone's
we
fine.
send Nala by herself, though? Should we send somebody?
I mean,
would go
Vidar
with
would be
Nala.
there.
Vidar would go with me, but
I'd also be
Yeah.
down to go
someone
with.
else.
I mean, I imagine Nala will face less opposition at the school than we would trying to rescue Wynn's sister.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to go with Wynn because he
Will die.
is rescuing someone and somebody might die kind of situation.
I would
That
also
definitely will be a
go
fight.
with Wynn.
So, but I just meant should
Yeah.
Nala really go?
Alone.
Alone? I mean, she'll have Vidar, though,
Vidar.
right?
I might even try and see if I can bring Nigel.
But should you try to go after that dragon that's allegedly trapped there?
I don't know if it's actually a
Might need
dragon.
help.
It's a vision. Visions are.
Vidar could also always help contact us
If needed.
if needed.
That's true.
Let's
Why don't we reach out
check
to
with
Ernesto and see what
yes.
his schedule is?
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while I think about how to word this question.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
well,
wait,
then I
so
will
wait,
also
what
go to
it's,
the
what it's come down to is that there's two options.
Yeah.
So it's either go save Wynn's sister and what is she in danger from?
Well, last
I
time
don't
you
know yet.
contacted her, she said that
she needed
yeah,
help.
she said that she
was
needed
bad.
help,
Yeah,
and
things
then
were
she
bad, she
didn't
needs help.
reply the next time. And they know that they were and you were reminded of a piece of paper you grabbed from the Adventurers Guild ages ago in Arcala, which warned of pirates on Midship Island. So you connected the dots, basically.
And
And it is correct. I'm telling you as a DM.
Yeah.
and
where you know.
Dragon maybe possibly
I had
locked.
to have it pointed out to me. Thanks.
Right, and the other one is
Thanks, Escandula.
Nala had a dream about a gold dragon in chains at Tertiva.
And Gold Dragon in chains in basement, notwithstanding, Nala has been asking Vidar and Nigel for ages
About
to
this.
get to this place so she can do research and learn. And I think
Well,
this is, I don't know if there's going to be an opportunity where we are not, where we can do this then. And I don't think any of us need to go with her, Nala, unless you think you need us to go with you.
The question. Oh, sorry.
if I can get Vidar, I asked him if it would just be him and me, or if the group would be aloud, and I didn't really get a definitive
He said either
answer.
one, I thought. He's like, either way.
Off Cameron offhand, did it seem... I did ask, like, if the group would have been fine, but I didn't get, like, a...
The difficulty will be getting everybody into the actual school itself.
Yeah, because I have a letter
because he
of
can get you like a letter of
I think Nala-
recommendation and a research permit, basically. But most of the time, Tertiva is off limits to people who are not students or teachers.
The question that I have is that would going to Tartiva be beneficial for the other magic users in our group? Like, could we also gain knowledge from going to Tartiva, or is it specifically like just for sorcerers or just for wizards, or
It's basically a wizard school.
okay?
It would have books and knowledge.
Lots of
various
books, lots of teachers. Yeah, lots of wizards.
Nala, could you take notes?
things. Yeah, of course. I would.
Well, because I mean,
Notes, but...
I mean, Win, what do you think? Do you think we need as many hands on deck here as possible, or
I mean, if things are as bad as they sound, then having all the hands that we can would be very helpful. So, but if Nala needs to go and do her thing, then
my thing includes many things. It's Morlos, it's the history of Morlos, but
Yeah.
it's also now I have to research on this contract. I have to research
I think
on
we're
your queen.
deciding whether or
This
not
is the place
Lilia
to find
should come with us
any
or go with
information
Nala.
Yeah.
About
That could be a thing, though, is that if Nala is going to school, whatever, learning stuff, if Lilia did go with Nala, Lilia would have a lot of free time and could look into the contract, maybe.
and I mean, the contract history stuff about ancient gods.
Yeah, since she wouldn't have anything else she's doing.
Pick up some I mean, even if like I could get into the school for like a day pass or something, I'm sure that there's things that I could find, people I could talk to. But also I don't want to necessarily completely split up the party.
I
'Cause
feel
that's gonna be, like,
like
jointed.
Lilia should come with us because
yeah.
we need. But that's my
I mean,
vote.
I
but it's
think
up to
if we're
Lilia.
gonna go save Wynn's sister, all of us need to go. If you're like excluding what a powerhouse Nala is to have
Yeah.
when you're fighting next to her, I mean, if we're gonna go save someone, then I think we need all hands on deck.
I agree.
But what if whatever? I don't know.
It's fine.
Are you sending a
what
message
has
to
the
Ernesto
captain
then?
said?
I am,
Yes.
but I have to be so
I thought you went.
Okay, we can take no, because more conversations started happening. I'm
Okay.
also going to pee.
That's why I should have
We'll
waited,
reconvene
sorry.
in just a second,
Okay.
and we will figure out
Okay,
where we're going. This
Okay.
is a shorter
I
break.
love
Okay.
this.
great.
Okay.
All right, so we're back.
Wowie wowie.
So,
Yes.
Kuren is sending a message to Ernesto. What do you say? As you chew. I'll cut
Okay.
this.
Sets up her
So,
space.
he says, "Howdy, Missia. How close are you to Arcala? Would you be able to pick us up?"
Okay. You hear, I'm about a week out from Arcala, I'd say. And yes, I would of course pick you up from Arcala if you need my help. I miss you. I don't know if that was, I wasn't counting. It doesn't matter. That's what you did.
I think I was definitely less than
That was
25.
25 or less.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I was less than 25 for sure. Okay. So I tell everyone that.
Based on our travels and the map, do we happen to know how far away we are from Arcala?
Well, if you want to walk
A straight
there,
shot north,
but you
yeah.
do have the ability to literally bamf there.
Because we could bamp there
Yeah.
and then
Hang out
kind
for
of
Have a week
spend-
off.
Yeah.
A week
Yeah,
off?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're gonna get these scales turned into
Are there-
armor, that's the time.
That's
to do
a
it,
really
yeah.
good thought.
Yeah.
Like
do
commissioning some
armor.
magical item. Where isn't Nigel's shop in Arcala?
Yeah, that's
Because
where,
we
that's
could go
where you have
pick
the
up our
teleportation circle.
box.
Do we
And
know
then
what the
also,
state of
because it's a
Arcala is
city,
right now?
They
It's fine.
probably have diamonds.
I mean, it's not.
According to Nigel, they
Rebuilt
rebuilt
it.
Nigel
everything.
rebuilt,
They're in
and
the
they've got a
midst.
bunker.
Yeah, we can get diamonds. We can check on the box. We can commission
check
some
on
armor.
Ben.
Check on the booze.
on Ben.
On Ben.
Check on the boy. And the booze.
Oh my god.
Okay, I did
That
down
beer
to go
is.
back to Arcala.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Check on Ben,
should
get
I
armor
send
commissioned.
Ernesto a message to come get us?
Yeah.
And we'll meet him in a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where did we land though on the Tortiva thing? Are we gonna put a pin in that until?
I guess we have time to figure.
Yeah.
On our way there for sure.
Okay.
Or Nala could go there while we go to Arcala.
Banff you to Arcala, then Banff to Oster.
If you want to send a messiage to Vidar and ask if now would be a good time.
If that's what we want to do we just all want to go to Tartiva?
How many more messages?
Yeah,
I don't think half of us need to go.
Okay.
Win and Kieran and I don't need to go. It was really just for Nala.
How many more messages do you have today, Kieran?
I have two. Two more.
I'd rather you check in on Nigel to make sure it's okay. We drop in on him. I'm fine with dropping in on Vidar unannounced. He's
Much more
might
chill
surprise
than Nigel.
him, but he seems a little more chill, than Nigel.
That's fair.
Well, I mean,
You
all
can
we
always
would.
also touch in with Vidar in the morning
Could
when
you-
I get all my sendings back.
Yeah.
could stay a night in Arcala, then.
So we just sent a message to Nigel saying we're on our way back to Arcala. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can we use your
basically.
teleportation circle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Since it's in his house.
Yeah, it's in his shop.
Yeah.
Instead of just like showing
That's
up unannounced.
That's
in
really
somebody's
that's
place.
really why.
It's like we show up after hours and are just like,
Yeah.
Well, if he gets back to us right now, we could go right now.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Well, I'm gonna first tell Ernesto to start heading our direction.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
definitely
Okay.
tell him.
You
That
send that
way-
message. I'm not going to make you do the 25 words.
Yeah.
He says, "All right, well,
Okay,
looking
love you.
forward
Bye.
to seeing you. Love you too." And
and that was the first
starts
time.
heading that way.
That was the first time. Yeah.
You don't know that? No, just kidding. I don't remember what I wrote
I don't
in my,
remember.
my thing, if they went there or not.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so you send that message. Ernesto seems to be on his way back. It'll take him about a week to get to Arcala.
Cool. And then I
Nigel.
guess for Nigel, we don't need me to say anything special. Just
Is it cool if we come back?
it'd be cool if we drop in. Okay, so I will call Nigel. Howdy. Hope you've been well. Is it cool if we drop in using your teleportation circle?
And he says, "Oh, well, it's been a while. Glad to know you're all right. Yes, of course, that's fine."
Cool.
All right.
Did we?
Yeah.
Are we just gonna abandon Mason because we're gonna have drinks with
We've
him?
been at the bar the whole time, and if he doesn't come, he hasn't shown up. He's
yeah.
probably at the other one.
He went to his own bar.
You said
Yeah.
you said you were at the inn. I think he just went to the other.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That's fine.
I assumed we were just waiting downstairs at the end.
He probably went to the other
No,
one.
he went to the Victoria
He went
Shield.
to the Victoria
We're
Shield.
fine. We're fine.
Well,
How long would it take to go over there, have a drink, thank for his time,
get a
and then
drink,
leave?
yeah.
Like roughly.
Like an hour. You know.
You guys okay with an hour with Mason, just to leave on good terms?
Sure.
Oh, okay. We're gonna be
No,
back?
I'm asking the
I'm
group.
okay with getting a
I'll
drink.
buy drinks for the group, one round for.
By the way, your food came to a gold,
Okay,
Nala,
cool.
when you were eating earlier. I thought somebody was looming behind Tess for a second, but it's just your chair. It's like, what the fuck?
No, I actually
all right, so-
have gotten some of Lilia's powers, and I've just like manifested in my house.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
a little
sure.
shroud.
So, you head over to the Victoria Shield, which is bumping. You meet up with Mason, who's got sort of a table in the corner, and he's like, "Oh, it's good. And you tell him that you're heading out, and he says, "Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, and if you're ever in town again, I'd love to catch up, of course." And Issa comes over as well and says, "Hey, Nala, it's always a pleasure to see you."
Oh, Issa.
Everyone's obsessed with
as
Dragon
well. I hope that you have been able to meet with your father and see the items that we procured for you and your family.
Oh, you brought some stuff. That was tonight. Well, I'm very excited to see, of course. I'm glad you're not dead. I'm glad to have met you. Awesome stuff. Just great stuff.
Yes.
If you're heading out of Careshire, just, of course, be careful. And if you're ever in town, look me up, because we can, have some fun. Or whatever.
Will do. And again, enjoy the items we got you. And yeah, be safe.
You too. And she heads off back to the rest of the people.
We made friends.
You made friends in this town, is
That's
what you did.
not what I expected, but
I really like the Biamonte family.
Oh, by the way, I'm just going to give y'all a little hint.
Uh-oh.
The word puzzle from before is on the little map snippet that I sent out.
Like the what? Sorry. Like the place.
Zima's word puzzle is on
where
that
the
little
dead
section.
heaps lie.
The Fallen Mountains.
Ooh. Probably.
And check out what's in the Fallen Mountains.
Tortiva?
I think that if we go to Tortiva, it should be more than Nala.
Considering I bet their stone is with the chained up dragon.
Funny guys, I just want to read some books.
I think if we spend a week in Tartiva, we'd be fine. Only Nala goes to the school. We do everything else.
Yeah. That sounds good. Okay, so win Nala. So we got a plan of attack.
Wait, no, Nala then win, because we have a week until Ernesto shows up in Arcala.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought we were just waiting in Arcala.
Yeah, but we have a week.
But Nala was thinking about going and researching during that week off, because you're going to have a week off.
Got it. Okay.
So we can take a week, especially if Nala can get us to the school.
Yeah, because we can go to Arcala, get our shit in order. Oop. No, I was saying we can go to Arcala, check in on the box Nigel is making, which we already paid for. If Wynn wanted to commission that dragon armor, we can do that. We can get, and we all have money if we wanted to get anything else. Then we can go to Tortiva while we wait for Ernesto to show up. Yeah.
And also, if you want, because I don't really have anything I need to do in Arcala, so if you, Nala would have to then come back and
besides picking up the box, no, we don't have anything.
Yeah, but if
I need to re-listen to how long I told you the box would take.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
If Nala and I head down early to...
He said a couple weeks, I thought. And
thought it was a month.
we commissioned that
We can check it
after the...
Yeah, when was that, so I can find the episode?
Well, no, it was after we saved the town. So it's only been a couple days.
Yeah, it was after we...
Yeah, it hasn't been long.
It was pretty much when Vidar showed us that he could move the house, pretty much, right?
Right, you handed him the money and he headed off. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So really
It
hasn't
hasn't
been
been
long enough.
that long at all.
We do a lot of
Well,
stuff.
now walking's for chumps now.
You're also to the level where travel stuff isn't as harrowing.
Yeah.
So it's like, unless you're in somewhere that's super dangerous, but generally it's just boring gameplay to have you have to look out every time and do all that. So that's why I gave you the teleportation circles too, because it's like,
I go.
just
we
be
go
able to
places.
vamp. It's fine.
It's like in a video game when you can finally just get to the map.
Yeah.
For listeners, Max's internet died, but we're gonna finish up here. Let's send. I'm not sending. We're gonna finish up here.
Yeah, just make it clear that they're not missing anything, so they don't feel bad.
No other decisions are made. Just
We love you,
go
Max.
to Nigel.
Okay, so you head out of the town of Careshire after saying goodbye to these friends that you made, and you have a final drink in this interesting mob town that's actually kind of nice, and Nala finds sort of an alleyway and uses those expensive chalks
I'll mark one off. I only have 3
to
or 3 now.
draw out this big circle with a bunch of runes, and then in 6 seconds, because it's one round, it appears and you all rush onto the circle and you bamf into the back area of Nigel's shop. Nigel's sort of standing there like, well, I sort of expected you a little sooner, but glad you made it. Welcome back, my friends, to Arcala, where we are sort of rebuilding. And we will see what Arcala is like and your week off. Think about things you might want to do in the week off, unless you're going to Tertiva. I wasn't entirely sure
talk
what
it
you had
over.
decided.
We'll
talk
figure it out.
and we'll figure out what is happening next time. Thank you all for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, yeah.
Bye.